featuring exclusive coverage of all playoffs and championships. Stretching across 10 counties, 2,000 broadcasts a year, live and forever archived. Trib, hssn.triblive.com.
You are listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, the voice of the Highlanders.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Perryopolis, Pennsylvania at Frazier High School and Frazier High School Stadium, home of the Bulldogs. Tonight's presentation of the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air Raid Sports Shop and carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. I'm Rusty Pettit alongside Zach Waters, and we're going to bringing you all the action tonight from Frazier High School as your McGuffey Highlanders take on the Commodores tonight in this section matchup, the second one of the year for both teams. Actually, no, wait a minute. We'll have to check that on Frazier's side. I know it's for sure on McGuffey's side because we had the game against Charleroi last week. But as of right now, McGuffey 1-0 in the section and looking to keep that rolling this week on the road. This is the first time, Jason pointed this out as we're getting set up, Zach. It's first time this year that McGuffey played on a natural surface because even the game at Southmoreland, the two games at McGuffey, and then, of course, the game at Stowe Rocks all on field turf. So a little bit different feel tonight for the Highlanders as they take on the section foe.
And it's definitely going to play there's definitely going to be some big implications with this game, with it being a section game, as you mentioned, but also, more importantly, as you said, the field surface. McGuffey not playing on a grass turf since essentially sometime last year, and sun's going down to our west. A slight sheen of dew might be coming over the field, so I mean it's going to be different conditions that these McGuffey Highlanders aren't going to be too used to, and they'll have to adapt quickly tonight against the Frazier Commodores.
Yep, and once again, welcome to the McKean Plumbing and Heating pregame show here on the McGuffey Sports Network, and myself, Rusty Pettit, alongside Zach Waters. Kevin running the camera. He's just not too far from us tonight. We only had to run one cable. A couple weeks ago at Stowe Rocks, we had a few of them going, but
it was a fiasco with the cables at Stowe Rocks.
But we had enough of them. We made it work, and here we only had to one run to the next room, so we are good to go. And band is out there for Frazier. Both teams have warmed up. We believe after seeing the official coin toss that it was Frazier that won, deferred, and then McGuffey will receive, and I think Frazier was defending the end zone down to our right, but we'll have that officially for you here. Mentioned McGuffey 1-0 in the section after last week's win against Charleroi. They sit atop the section with Washington and Chartreuse Houston. All three teams 1-0, 2-2 on the year. So they faced some tough tests early on. That road test in Southmoreland was kind of an ugly way to open the season, but they were able to rebound and get things going against Brownsville. Had a really tough opponent on the road in Stowe Rocks, one of the best teams in the state. And then last week, probably had their most complete game, Zach. I think both sides of the ball. They were able to get things going on the offense early, but that defense was really impressive, and they kept Charleroi at bay, created some turnover opportunities, which they've been doing that all year. They've especially in the secondary. That's the one thing that I think they've been able to do this year that they hadn't in the years past is get the interceptions, and that's been helping them out on defense, but also setting up the offense in some pretty nice situations.
But what's nice about you saying the secondary kind of stepping it up this season with the amount of takeaways that they've had, those takeaways wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the front four of the McGuffey defense charging their way through their opponent's offensive line, getting back, putting pressure on the quarterback, making the quarterback scramble outside the pocket, doing some things that are a little bit uncomfortable, and that's what's been allowing the McGuffey defense to be so strong in the secondary as well as the linebacking core. So as a collective whole, I mean, it's been a big group effort by the McGuffey defense, and they've really stood out the past few weeks. And again, last week against Charleroi, this week looking to maybe do the same thing as they did against their past opponents.
And we do want to, we'll announce this a couple times tonight, but just because it is a slight change schedule, but also a venue for next Friday's game, the road game against Lindsley. If you remember last year, they started that home-and-home series with Lindsley Academy out of Wheeling. That game, we just found out tonight, that game is actually going to be played at West Liberty University at their football stadium, and it's going to be a 7:30 kickoff, not 7. So I'm sure there'll be other updates, not just from McGuffey Sports Network, but also the school coming up too. But just to throw it out there now before I forget, because I'm sure I will. But we'll try to mention it a few more times during the broadcast. That way people can make sure if you do intend on not just listening to us here or watching us on the video stream, but also if you intend on attending the game, you don't want to drive to the wrong stadium.
Yeah, that would be a little bit embarrassing, showing up at the wrong stadium, wrong time, and your team not playing.
Well, no, just embarrassing. You probably missed the game.
Yeah, you might, but I mean, if you're on that side of town, you might as well go get something to eat. You're going to be real close to Drovers. And speaking of good food, and we'll throw this one out here. If you're looking for something to do in the Washington County area this weekend, there, ladies and gentlemen, step on up to Uptown Washington for the annual Washington Italian Fest from noon to 8 at the Main Street Pavilion. Lots of vendors, lots of food, great laughs, a great time. So if you're looking for something to do and you're in the area, please stop on by.
So, I am looking on here, and I don't think Frazier has played a section game yet. They played last week against Ligonier Valley, and the week before that was Bentworth. And the week before that was Brentwood and then Bishop Canevin. So this will be their first section test on the year, taking on the Highlanders here at home. And it is youth football night. They did a great job of announcing all the youth football players. In fact, the football players and the cheerleaders all out there, the youth all the way up through middle school age, down to Little League. They're out there waiting to greet the Commodore team as they enter the field. So we want to give some love to our sponsor of our pregame show, McKean Plumbing and Heating. So we'll step aside and do that right now, and we'll be back here to get you ready for kickoff. You're listening to McGuffey Sports Network, powered by AR8 Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Heating pregame show on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop.
Hi, everyone. Zach Waters from the McGuffey Sports Network. Whenever your home or business decides to give you a headache, turn to the experts you can trust at McKean Plumbing and Heating, located at 468 West Chestnut Street in Washington, and is your source for plumbing, heating, electrical, and air conditioning. Whether it's a job for the do-it-yourselfer, a routine service call, or an installation, let the experienced staff assist with your needs. Call them at 724-225-6260 or stop in and visit them Monday through Fridays 8 to 6 and Saturdays 8 to 4. Plumbing, heating, electrical, or air conditioning, answer McKean. PA 9085.
Washington County's largest gun show returns to the Washington County Fairgrounds courtesy of ARH Sports Shop on Saturday and Sunday, September 25th and 26th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Admission is just $7 for an adult. Children 12 and under are free with a paid adult admission. Join us at the Washington County Fairgrounds on the 25th and 26th of September for Washington County's largest gun show.
Welcome back here to Frazier High School, and Frazier just earned a nice entrance there. Love to see those American flags flying, and nice show of patriotism here by the Commodores as they enter the stadium. I want to give you tonight's officials for the game. Tonight's referee is Dave Opanowski. Umpire will be Brian Farah. Head linesman is Jerry Sladek. Line judge is Craig. I may mispronounce this.
Amamotis. Amavotis.
All right, Amavotis. That's Craig Amavotis. The field judge, Todd Kaiser, and the side judge, Daniel Markoff. Thank you very much. All right, so those are the officials tonight. They are heading out there to the center of the field, and as we mentioned what we thought the coin toss went, but they didn't really demonstrate here. But the captains are coming back out, so we'll get the ceremonial version of it here. McGuffey's captains hanging out on the field. We got Ethan Janovich out there along Eric Donnelly, as well as number 51, Evan Brookman. On the Frazier side of things, we have number 60, Braden Bacino. Number 58 is Aaron Panapinto. Number 1 is Braden Boggs. He's our senior quarterback. And number 64, Nicholas Vitale. So they meet at the 50-yard line there.
Frazier Commodore in their home reds. White pants, white numbers on the jerseys with white stripes, and some red and black mixed in with those stripes. McGuffey in their traveling blue with the navy blue helmets with the deep gold 2-inch stripe down the middle with the McGuffey symbol on the right, the numbers on the left, navy blue numbers,
Yeah, a new addition to that helmet.
That is a new addition.
Yeah.
It actually
they had it
stands
last
out.
week, but yeah, that was the first time they did that. So it's kind of, I guess, the uniform kind of a work in progress. They added things here and there.
So McGuffey's going to receive the toss. They're going to defend the goal to our north. Frazier defends the goal to our south. The kicking off, Frazier will be kicking off left to right, if you can envision the field on your internet dial.
All right, so McGuffey taking the field with offense first today. Chance to get those guys out there and try to put something on the board. As we mentioned, next week, not a section matchup, that game against Lindsley. They will be back at home against Waynesburg on October 8th. That'll be the next section matchup. Eric Donnelly is down there along with, I believe, Malachi Ely down there to our right. They're deep. They're standing around the 15-yard line. Doing the kicking here for the Commodores, we got Tristan Scott, number 88. He has it teed up right at the center of the 40-yard line. And Scott with the run up here. And squib kick takes a high hop, and it's going to be missed by one of the McGuffey players, and they eventually dive on it around the 31-yard line. And that was a little bit of a touchy situation. I believe Ethan Dietrich might have been in there to help dive on it.
I think him and as well as Droboy, number 34, dove in. So McGuffey's going to have some pretty good field position partner here. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Droboy was the up man. That it took a really weird hop on him, and he wasn't able to get it. But luckily Dietrich there to kind of corral things and help him with it. They come out here. Under center is number 2, Philip McEwen. We have seen Logan Carlisle in there a bit, taking some snaps last couple weeks. Ethan Dietrich is to Ethan Janovich to the left and Chip Lake to the right. Man in motion. Brookman, they're going to give it to the fullback. That's Donnelly. He's going to be tackled for, looks like a loss, maybe 2 yards even back inside the 30, around the 29-yard line. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 12.
Frazier coming up with a big stop, and they weren't surprised by the McGuffey run game to the left side of the line there, or the right side of the line for Frazier, that is.
So, first play moves backwards a couple yards. They'll come out here and they'll be lined up in the left hash. This time they're going to send Dietrich out to the slot. Donnelly line up at the fullback position. I believe that's Nate Romastan actually in the right halfback position. Back to pass is McEwen. They're going to paddle the flash. Romastan's got it. He's going to try to get the corner, and just as he gets back to the 30-yard line, he's tackled. That'll be a gain of about 1. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 11 here for McGuffey. Frazier up to the task on defense these first 2 snaps.
McEwen under a lot of pressure. Tristan Scott, the defensive end, who's also the kicker, come rushing in off the left side of the line untouched, which forced McEwen out of the pocket. Now McGuffey facing a huge 3rd and 12.
This time out on the right hash, McEwen under center. 3 backs are both in the veer set. Back to pass. McEwen is looking down the field, wants to go down the seam. He's got a man. It's Dietrich. It's going to be over his head, and almost able to come up with it was Janovich. He kind of slid in under there, but that's going to be an incompletion and bring up 4th down and 11. Punting situation here for McGuffey. Last week they did not punt at all. Part of that was because Jeremiah Johnson was not dressed. He was their punter. But we will see here who we got back there. This is
Isaac Thomas.
8.
One of the guys back.
Connor Crow looks like he's going to be doing the punting. Looks like that's
number 8, right? For Frazier, sorry.
Yeah.
We're going to send 2 back for Frazier, it looks like.
So there's a snap. Crow has it. Nice boot. It's going to be a wobbler. It's going to be taken at the 41-yard line. Sprinting to the right now. Big hit right in the center of the field there. And that was Isaac Thomas getting it. Man, he cut up the middle and just ran smack into number 50, which was Logan Smith. And wow, that was a big collision there. But Frazier's going to be set up with great field position out near midfield. They're going to get it. We're going to put it here around the 49-yard line, I believe, on their side of the ball. So Frazier with the 3 and out is going to flip the field here and get a chance to get on the board first. Actually, they're going to put it right at midfield. So 1st and 10 Commodores, ball at the 50. And the shotgun here is their quarterback. That's Boggs. He's got the snap. Hands it off to the tailbacks and will try to cut up the middle and gets about 5. That was Keyshawn Thompson, number 7. And they're going to call it 4. They'll give him to the 46-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, the defensive line had a good stunt on that time. They slammed to the right side. They read the run perfectly, making the stop for the McGuffey Highlanders. Number 55, Troy Falos, one of the first men to wrap up the running back.
So Boggs, the senior quarterback, listed at 5'9", 200 pounds. Line up the shotgun again. Looks like Thompson is going to stay back there with him. He's going to be lined up to his left. 4 wide, though. 2 to each side. 2nd down and 6. Boggs gets the snap, looks right, he throws right, he's got a man, it's caught, 1st down across the 40 and brought down around the 38-yard line with a late flag. It's either a horse collar or a face mask probably on the tackle. Connor Crow got one of the two, I couldn't quite tell, but that's probably going to tack some yardage on here at the end. That was a gain of about 8 down to the 38-yard line. And personal foul face mask, so that's going to add 15 yards at the end of that. And Frazier off to a good start here. They had the big stop on defense, and now marching down the field well into McGuffey territory.
Yeah, 5 plays, and they're almost into the red zone, or at the red zone marker. They're going to, the official spot after that penalty puts Frazier right at about 23-yard line.
All right. Boggs in the shotgun again. He has Thompson to his left. Like they're going to go 3 wideouts on the left side, 1 to the right. He gets a snap. He's looking left. He's pressured. He passes off to Thompson, makes a move inside, and he is going to be brought down. And there's another flag. That might have been another face mask. Wow. And that was a very, very big. I mean, that basically he yanked him off the ground.
It was very blatant. And I mean, the McGuffey defense has to be a little bit more disciplined than that.
Would have been a play for about no gain, but that is going to be probably half the distance here. Personal foul face mask. That's 2 plays in a row with personal foul face mask. And that'll put Frazier.
That puts him deep in the red zone.
Yeah, they're going to do half the distance down to about the 12-yard line or so.
Maybe the 11 looks to be.
1st and 10 from the 11.
All right, so Boggs goes under center this time. He just takes it and tries to follow the center up the gut, and he might have got a 1 or 2. He's going to be down around the 10-yard line. Yeah, he kind of changed things up. Got out of the shotgun, ran right up under his center, and took the quick snap. Gained him 1. We'll call it 2nd down and 9 coming up.
The McGuffey defense not surprised. This time they come up with 2 rush ends on the right and the left, and the 3 remaining down linemen, they pinch in right toward the center, blocking any potential gain of a run. Now it brings up a 2nd and 7 for the Commodores.
Boggs will be in the shotgun here. 4 wide, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Thompson to his left in the sidecar position. Gets a snap, looking right, throws right. It is caught and dropped in and out of the hands. Number 3, Isaac Thomas. So incompletion will bring up a 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, they tried the wide receiver screen. Staying home for the Highlanders, though, Eric Donley sat in his position in the outside backer. He was able to watch the play kind of unfold before his eyes, trying to eliminate any chance of a potential gain. But now a 3rd and 7 for the Commodores, as you said, as they're inside the red zone. Ball's at the 10-yard line, and they're looking to strike, take the first lead of this game.
Ball resting just outside the 10, so 3rd down and 9. Boggs in the shotgun again, gets a snap, looking right again, throws right, back into the corner of the end zone. It's caught. Did he get his foot down?
No, they're saying he's out.
Out of bounds. That was Isaac Thomas again.
I think on the coverage for McGuffey was Philip McEwen from the cornerback position, walked with Thomas, I should say, into the far right corner of the end zone. He was able to stay with them. He kind of carried his momentum out of bounds, so now a 4th and 7 for the Commodores.
Great job of going up and high pointing the ball, but I think that pass, just a little too deep back there and ran out of real estate. And looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. So 4th down and 9 here. Not going to try the field goal attempt from the left hash. They're going to go for it here, and They can still get another first down inside the 2. Oh, hard count there, and that drew McGuffey off. That's going to make this a little more manageable for him. 5-yard penalty should make it.
I don't know if it was the McGuffey defense or if it was the
Yeah,
wide
we'll find out
receiver
here
out
shortly.
there for
We're
Frazier.
going to talk to
kinda
both
jumped.
head linesmen and the line judge and decide who
So-
was the culprit. Dead ball, false start. So actually going to back up Frazier 5 yards. So they tried the hard count. It is going to make this a little deeper, actually. And Thomas going to run the play in to his quarterback.
Yeah, it looked to be Zane Whitehead, the wide receiver on the left side there, that kind of jumped the gun on the hard count. Now it looks like we're going to have a timeout.
We are. We're going to get our first time out of the game. It's going to be taken by Frazier. We'll take it with him. You're listening to McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop and carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Hunters, it's almost that time of year again. And when gearing up for your next hunt, visit ARH Sports Shop. ARH Sports Shop has proudly served the tri-state area as your local sportsman store for over 25 years. Locally owned and operated, they specialize in new and gently used shotguns, handguns, and rifles. Instead of waiting in long lines at major big box stores, purchase your hunting license from ARH with fast, friendly service. For more information, visit their website at arhsportshop.com or visit them at 4174 Route 40 in Claysville across from Sunset Beach. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturdays noon to 4. ARH Sports Shop, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
All right, back here after the timeout. Frazier facing a 4th and 14 after the false start penalty. And they're still looks to be keeping the offense on the field as they break the sideline huddle. And they will line up with 4 wide outs, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Thompson is in the backfield with his quarterback, Boggs. Braden Boggs awaits a shotgun. He gets it. Looks left. Throws over the left into the slant. Oh, in and out of the hands there. He had, looks to be his tight end, Zane Whitehead, wide open on that slant and just in and out of his hands. And that'll bring up the turnover on downs. McGuffey will take over right there around the 17-yard line.
Yeah, the one wide out here on the right side running the post. You had the one coming across on the slant. One was running a slight streak. Whitehead was also running what looked to be a post on his side, and the ball a little bit underthrown as he had to come back for it. So now McGuffey, 1st and 10 at their own 17, looking to drive the length of the field.
All right, new quarterback in there is Logan Carlisle, the freshman quarterback under center. Man in motion's Dietrich. They're going to pitch it to him. He tries to hit up the middle, runs into a wall, and eventually pushes forward. Gain of 1 or 2 out there on the play. So Dietrich lining up in a little bit different position. We saw him solely at the fullback position last week. Now he's lining up on the left end, and he came around to get that pitch. I have not seen Kyle Brookman yet tonight, have you?
No sign of Kyle Brookman yet. Bacino making the last stop there for the Commodores as it brings up 2nd down.
All right, so gain of a long 2 on the play. And a motion this time to Romastan up the they do give it to the fullback Donnelly, and he's going to be hit and pushed back. He might have gotten a yard. See where they mark his forward progress.
I think they
Down
marked him
Eric
up to
Donnelly,
about the 10. That's where the official's standing at right now. And it looked to be as if the quarterback for McGuffey, Logan Carlisle, was trying to draw him with the quarterback option there. And stuck it right in the breadbasket of his running back instead of pulling out. The
Third
Frazier
down
defense.
Short 7 coming up after that gain of 1. So Carlisle under center. McGuffey looking to try not to go 3 and out twice in a row here to start things off. Carlisle gets a snap. He's going to keep it. Tries the right side. Tries to get around the corner, and he stretches out. I don't think he made the sticks. They're going to say he was tackled in bounds, and I believe he's going to be short, but we'll have to see where they finally spot this.
Yeah, the first down marker was at the 31.
It's at the 26, and he made it to
sorry.
the 23, so
3 yards short.
4th down and 3 here. Connor Crow into punt again. We've got same 2 guys back there to return this.
Isaac Thomas and
it's
Keyshawn
gonna
Thompson.
sail over his head, take a nice McGuffey roll inside the 40-yard line of Frazier and rolls out of bounds near the 38. That'll be where the Commodores take over for their first offensive possession. So McGuffey not really getting things going on offense too much. We did mention there's a couple guys that we don't see out there right now. A couple of the Starting running backs, Jeremiah Johnson, he's missing, looks like his second week in a row, and I do not see their leading rusher on the season, Kyle Brookman. I haven't seen him out there yet, so. All right, Jason said audio sounds good. So that is good.
And a false start there on the left side of the defensive line for Frazier. Looked to be number 59, Jaden Marsh. McGuffey tried to go with the hard count. They draw him off, so it's going to be a gain of 5 right off the bat for McGuffey.
Yeah, Frazier marching backwards. That'll be a first down and 15. I'll put that back on the 33-yard line. So we've seen lots of laundry early on. A couple pre-snap penalties, a couple real big 15-yarders by McGuffey on the face mask on that last drive by Frazier. They'll come out again 4 wide. Standard set so far for him. One running back there with Boggs. Snap. Boggs looking out here to the right side. He finds a man who's caught by Thompson. 40. Makes a move at the 45. Spun around there and brought out of bounds. He's going to be close to a first down out near the 48-yard line. Gain of 15 on the play there on the pass to Isaac Thomas.
Yeah, Donley with the stop for the Highlanders.
Gain of 15, that's enough for Frazier first down.
So far, Boggs has been pretty accurate with these passes, even the incompletion down by the goal line. We're having a timeout here. This one taken by McGuffey. Their first of the half. We'll take that with them as well. You're listening to McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air Raid Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Highlanders Nation lives here. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop.
Highlanders Nation, looking for that perfect piece of clothing to showcase your McGuffey spirit? Look no further than Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington. Fanatic Impressions offers a wide variety of sporting goods, athletic apparel, and school spirit gear. Have an event coming up? Fanatic Impressions offers custom bulk screen printing and promotional product printing to help make your team, event, wedding, or business all the more personal. Open Monday through Saturday. Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington.
All right, back here after the McGuffey timeout. Each team has taken one here, so they've got 2 remaining in the half. We're down to 5:36 remaining in the first quarter. Scoreless here between Frazier and McGuffey. Frazier on their second drive of the evening. They have 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line after that 15-yard pass play. Boggs in the shotgun. He gets it. Hands off this time. And Johnson's going to try to get the left side. He's going to be hit in the backfield. He drops the ball. It's on the ground. Diving for it. We've got a few people still loose. I think McGuffey might have eventually got it inside the 40. We'll wait for an official signal. It is McGuffey football.
And a huge turn of events. The running back unable to get anywhere on the left sideline. The McGuffey defense really hammering down. I was trying to see who made the stop there.
I believe it was Donley that hit him initially.
I think he did make the initial stop on the left side. It looked to be a simple toss sweep. And the running back forced a couple yards back. I was trying to see who even got off there on the right side of the line. But anyways, a huge defensive stop for McGuffey. Now they take over.
By far the best field position of the night for the Highlanders. They're at the 38-yard line, or 39-yard line rather, of the Commodores. Up the middle to Donley. He pushes forward. He's going to gain a few. It's down just inside the 36-yard line. Gain of about 3. Bring up 2nd down and 7.
I mean, you have a good bruiser back like Donley. I'd give it to him a second time up the middle, the way that line's blocking for him right now.
58, Aaron Panapinto.
Anything over 3 yards for a running back gain is always considered positive yardage.
Travis White now out here on the left side. In a wide out position. Ceppoletti split to the right. Man in motions, Dietrich. Pitch to him. He tries the right side. First down across the 30. He's free to the 20. He's going to take it to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Ethan Dietrich. A 36-yard touchdown run, and McGuffey gets on the board and takes advantage of the turnover with 4:43 to go here in the first.
Yeah, simple toss, which turned into an ISO on the right side of the line. Good kick out block by the right side of the line, and he had nothing but real estate in front of him. 36 yards for a touchdown, and here comes the point after for the Highlanders.
Should make a point that was McEwen back in there taking the snap, so they've alternated so far the quarterbacks. Snap is down. Dietrich's kick is up. And that kick is good. So with 4:43 to go in the first, McGuffey leads Frazier 7-0. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Accidents are unfortunate events and often cause stress and disruption in your daily life. Relax. Let Lombardi Auto Body help you get through this process of getting your vehicle back on the road safely and as quickly as possible. Open since 1984, Lombardi Auto Body is a family-run business that delivers the highest quality repairs with continued customer loyalty. Call Lombardi's first to schedule your free estimate. Lombardi Auto Body, 140 Highland Avenue in Washington, 724-222-3077.
All right, back here at Frazier High School. The big run there by Dietrich, 2-play drive. McGuffey taking advantage of the fumble recovery and getting on the board first here. So they will be kicking off for the first time today. The kick will go right to left, of course. Here in the first quarter, it looks like going back to receiver Keyshawn Thompson as well as Isaac Thomas. Keyshawn Thompson was the running back that fumbled on that last drive for Frazier. Dietrich doing the kicking duties here. The quick run up here. How he does soccer style, but it's a real quick run up to this kick. End over end kick is going to head down and over the head. No, he's going to be pulled in by Thomas inside the 10. He's at the 5, going to try to get back to this side of the field. Cuts up field and gets hit as he crosses the 15. I think he made it. He's not going to make the 20. So we'll see where they mark him. I think he's around the 18-yard line. That'll be where Frazier takes over their worst field position of the day so far.
That's the first time their backs have actually been against the wall in the early stages of this game. So they'll be on their own 19.
It's still so early in the season. It's hard to really know what these teams have, especially them playing a lot of non-conference games coming in. So it's like some confusion there. Frazier they need another lineman. They're sending a man out. That's number 75, Nathan Dale, joins the line late. He's going to line up on the left guard position. They get the snap, and they're going to head straight up the gut with the quarterback. He might have pushed out to the 20. We'll call it a gain of 1, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, whenever you have confusion amongst your offensive unit trying to get somebody on or somebody off, it definitely takes away the momentum for you, unfortunately. And for that, Frazier's unluckiness kind of added to McGuffey's gain as a gain of 1 by the offense.
So 2nd down and 9 to go here. We'll come out again with Boggs in the shotgun. This time we have a different running back there with him. I believe that is number 22, Dominic Toronto. And now looking to pass down the left side. There's a man down here. It's going to be over the head of Isaac Thomas. Thomas had a step on Logan Carlisle and running down the right sideline, but the ball was a little too far out of his reach. Now it'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Tonight's like by far the best football weather of the year so far. I think it's
going to
awesome.
Going to week 1 when we were at Southmoreland, it felt like 90 degrees.
It was like a sauna in that press box there. Yeah,
it's beautiful tonight.
All right, Boggs in the shotgun again. 3rd down and long. Gets a snap. Looking left. Now switches back to the right side. He wants to throw there. He does. It's going to be caught.
Did he catch that? No, they're going to say it's
out of bounds. Wow, it looked like a really nice grab by Dom Dorkin, but he's going to be ruled incomplete. It wasn't bad coverage either. Carlisle got up there trying to swat it away, just whiffed on it, but it was enough to maybe distract Dorkin, and that's going to take the ball out of bounds for 4th down and 9. So Frazier will punt for the first time. They're going to bring on number 60, Braden Pacino. He will do the punting, and it looks like Carlisle might be doing the punt return for McGuffey. Jason and I talked about this a lot last week. He talked to Coach Dalton. He really emphasizing these guys coming up and fielding these punts. We'll see if they can do it. There's a fair catch signaled by Carlisle. He takes it right at the 45-yard line of Frazier. So that'll be where McGuffey takes over 1st down and 10. So good job by Carlisle. That's as I'd mentioned, Jason, in his interview with Coach Dalton, Coach emphasized he was really, really frustrated with the lack of fielding these punts, and it was costing McGuffey a lot of field position because at most chances those punts are rolling forward, and picking up a lot of extra yards for that special teams unit for the opposing team. But in this case, fair catch is going to give McGuffey their second best field position of the day, well, next to only after that fumble recovery. This time they come out, we've got McAdoo wide right, and it looks like Janovich wide here to the left. Carlisle under center this time. Man in motion is Dietrich. They fake the pitch to him. Carlisle looking down the middle. He's got a man. It's Cole in and out of the hands. Romastan had it down the seam, and he would have taken that to the house, but he could not hold on. That pass was right up in front of him, and really beautiful pass by the freshman.
And it was a beautiful pass, and there was a lot of speed coming off that pass from Carlisle. And as you said, Romastan had nothing but green grass in front of him, but slightly out in front of the wide receiver, so McGuffey's going to come up to the line and give it another shot.
Carlisle goes under center here. 2nd down and 10. Ball still at the 45. Dietrich in motion again. This time they go up the keeping it as Carlisle tries to get the right side. Late pitch to Dietrich, and he's going to take it down for a gain of almost 5. We'll have to see where they spot him. He's down near the 40-yard line, and that should bring up 3rd down and 5. The Highlanders 3:15 to go here in the first. If you're just joining us, 7-0 McGuffey. They scored on their last drive, which was a 2-play drive after a turnover by the Commodores, a fumble recovery.
Nice job by the quarterback, Carlisle, on that keeper. He had his option there to the right side and pitched it at the perfect time and allowed McGuffey to gain some extra ground.
Carlisle goes under center again. 3rd down and 5. Dietrich in motion again to the right. They give it up the middle this time to the fullback, and he's hit right at the line of scrimmage, Donnelly, and that's going to be no gain. Going to bring up 4th down and 5, and decision time here for the Highlanders. I don't know. It's one of those games you feel like this might end up being sort of a field possession game. I'd be hard-pressed to go for it here when you know that you could probably pin the Commodores deep. But it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field, so what do I know?
Well, I mean, what we've known in years past, though, coming out, maybe running, doing the rugby-style quick kick would pin Frazier back deep in their own territory as well, potentially.
But they're lined up under center. Carlisle takes the snap. He goes back to pass, throws right. It's going to be caught by McAdoo. 1st down inside the 35-yard line, and he goes forward for another couple before he's pushed out of bounds near the 32. So the coaching staff was right on there. Nice pass by this freshman quarterback. That's 2 throws early on here. Both have been accurate. The first was dropped, but really quick 3-step drop and getting that ball out of his hand.
Yeah, 3-step drop, and it was just a 5 and out for the wide receiver McAdoo, and he extended more to get the 1st down.
1st down and 10. Dietrich in motion. They pitch it to him inside reverse. Romastan up the middle, gets across the 30, and gets tackled. Where are they going to put him? Around the 28-yard line, it looks like. Maybe the 27. Could be a gain of 5. Bring up 2nd down and 5 rather for the Highlanders.
2nd and 5.
So we're starting to see the running game come to life for McGuffey late here in the first quarter.
It's the first time we've seen that inside reverse off this option offense. Carlisle goes under center again. Dietrich in motion. They pitch it to him. He's going to try to follow his quarterback up the middle. He does. Gets close to the 20. He's going to pick up a couple before he's knocked down there. At the 25-yard line. And so that will be short of the 1st down. Bring up 3rd down and 3. So gain of a couple there.
And there really wasn't much of a hold to the right side of that line for the running back to hit.
All right, so another 3rd down here for the Highlanders on this drive. Carlisle sends Dietrich in motion up the middle to Donnelly. He pushes forward. He should have the 1st down. He gets down close to the 20-yard line. And they're going to put him right at the 20. That'll move the sticks. McGuffey will have a 1st and 10.
And once they set the sticks, I wouldn't be surprised if that'll be the last play of the first quarter.
Oh, yeah, we're down under 13
Hard
seconds
to believe
go.
that's the end of the first quarter coming up. It was a long first quarter, and the teams are going to stay in their respective huddles and their sidelines as time runs out in the first.
So at the end of 1, McGuffey leads Frazier 7-0. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop and carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Highlander fans, let's face it, nobody enjoys when their vehicle needs service work. So let the trusted professionals at Route 40 Auto ease your worries. It's quality service and diagnostics with a hometown feel, offering brakes, exhaust, tune-ups, engine repair, transmission repair, suspension repair, and regular maintenance for your vehicle. Maybe it's as simple as an oil change or as pesky as a state and emission test. Call Route 40 Auto at 724-484-7963 or stop in at 150 Route 40 West in West Alexander.
All right, back here at Frazier High School, we are heading to the second quarter, and at that time, I'm going to tell you a little bit about McAdoo's Towing and Crane Service. Cold weather wreaks havoc on your vehicles. Dead batteries, flat tires, or simply locked out. Call McAdoo's Towing and Crane Service. McAdoo's offers roadside services, including fuel delivery, lockout assistance, jump starts, and tire changes. Including 24-hour towing, recovery, and hauling services, vehicles, loads of all sizes. Need crane service? No problem. McAdoo's is capable of 24-hour crane service and assistance with a fleet of 8 cranes. A family-owned and operated company since 1965. Why call just anyone? You can call the family you trust at 724-484-7300. McAdoo's Towing and Crane Service. Their business is picking up. And in motion here is Dietrich, and they're going to give it to Donley up the middle again. He's trying to stretch forward, and he might have gotten a yard. So that'll bring up second down and 9.
Braden Bacino making the stop for the Commodores, and he was able to read that run play beautifully as he stops the running back for McGuffey. Donley almost right in his tracks, and that brings up a second and 9 for the Highlanders.
All right. A little hard to see the right side of this field here as they get further down to our right, so I'll have to do our best here. I'm going to have to stand up and peek around the corner. Carlisle goes under center, second down. And in motion, they're going to pitch to him on the left side. We've got some hole here, heading to the left side and cutting up at the 10, the 5, and getting down near the goal line. It's going to be first down and goal, McGuffey. That was number 23, Kyle Brookman. That's the first time we've seen him tonight.
No time like the presence and showing up. Welcome to the party, Brookman. And he had a huge hole on the left side, and he was able to kind of bob and weave his way through traffic there. And he gets it down inside the 5. It looks like he's going to be at about the 4, 5, maybe the 4-yard line. So a first and goal for McGuffey, and they're looking to strike.
Brookman back out there on the right side. Dietrich still on the left. And in the fullback position is Donley. Carlisle goes under center. Man in motion's Brookman. And he up the middle to fullback, and he's going to be just short, about the 1-yard line for Donley.
Looked like that was a gain of about maybe 2 or 3. So maybe spot him inside the 2-yard line. And if I'm Highlanders head coach Ed Dalton, as big as a bruiser back as Donley is, I'd give it to him a second time just so he could flip the go and put it in the end zone for 6.
All right, second down and goal near the 2. Carlisle brings the troops up to the line of scrimmage. McAdoo to the right side, Janovich split to the left. Give it up the middle again. Donley pushes forward, waiting for the signal. And there it is. Touchdown. Eric Donley pushes it in from 2 yards out. And McGuffey now out to a 13-0 lead.
No better way to compliment your running back than to give the man who got you pretty close to scoring the first time the ball the second time and get you that touchdown. Eric Donley, 2-yard touchdown run. Now the Highlanders come on for the point after attempt.
Ethan Dietrich out here, and McEwen will be doing the holding. Snap from McEwen is down. Kick is up. We got some whistles. Kick went through, but we got some pre-snap activity here. Flag back in the end zone.
Offsides on Frazier.
Ask the McGuffey sideline what they want to do. Offside, Frazier. They're going to decline that. Seen that happen before. They don't necessarily want to get any closer to the goalpost and make the angle any after that crossbar. So Dietrich lines up again to try it once more. Snap is down. That kick is up, and that kick is good. With 9:54 to go in the first half, McGuffey now leads Frazier 14-0. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air Raid Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Looking for beautiful yet gently used items for your home, apartment, or office? Then visit The Back Lot, located at 840 Race Street in Washington. The Back Lot, formerly known as Badillions, has proudly served the Washington County area for over 50 years. They offer a wide variety selection of furniture, appliances, home furnishings, college dorm supplies, antiques, and sporting goods. With their ever-changing selection of amazing finds and great savings, any item purchased can be brought home the same day, saving you more than you ever could imagine. Like them on Facebook or call them at 724-705-7662. The Back Lot. No thrills, just deals. Something for everyone. Highlanders Nation lives here. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop.
All right, so Jason did say it was Logan Smith. Number 50 was on that fumble recovery, so I thought it was 30. It was 50. Thank you, Jason, for pointing that out to us. All right, so Dietrich has teed up again. Ready to kick it off. McGuffey now leading 14-0 after the Donnelly touchdown. And over-end kick flying high down to the right side. It was going to be taken there inside the 15 to the 20. Cutting back to the middle is number 3, Isaac Thomas, and he got across the, not quite to the 30-yard line. That'll be where the Commodores take over 1st and 10.
That was actually number 9, Dominic Dorcon, for the Commodores. So the Commodores coming out with decent field position at their own 30-yard line.
All right, Brookman back out there on the defensive side of things now, 2 lined up in the safety position. You said he missed the first quarter. 4 wide here for the Commodores. Boggs in the shotgun again. He gets it. Hands off up the middle and hitting them. Oh, wow.
Logan Smith, untouched, coming through the line there on the right side. Amazing job.
Yeah, Taranto didn't have anywhere to go. He got hit by about 3 McGuffey Highlanders. One of them was Smith, and just spins him down. It's going to be no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Commodores.
Yeah, Smith playing at the Sambacker position in the middle there. The defense just blitzed right through the A-gap on the right side of the line of the Commodores. Was able to stop the run there for no gain.
Second down and 10. Boggs again in the shotgun. Gets a snap. Looking right now, back to the left. He throws left. It's going to be out here and caught across the 40 and out of bounds. That's going to be a 1st down. That was Thomas again. He's been their best receiver on the day. Gain of 11 at the 41-yard line, and that'll move the chains for Frazier.
Yeah, it looked to be a slightly underthrown ball, but on the coverage for the Highlanders, Janovich was about 4 yards too deep on the coverage, but what an outstanding job there by the wide receiver for Frazier.
They end up putting it at the 42, so gain of 12 on the play. 1st down and 10, Frazier. They got down really deep in the red zone the first drive, but turned it over on downs and then had the turnover on the 2nd drive. This time, looking to the right side, passing. It's in and out of the hands. This one dropped by Keyshawn Thompson. They were trying to hit him right out in the flat, and it was fairly well defended, so it might not have got a lot of yards, but either way, the incompletion is going to bring up 2nd down and 10. I do see Jeremiah Johnson back out there now. Number 44. He is out there dressed, and he is on the left side. So
defense did a good job on that last play, covering everybody in man. I think that was cover 2, it looked like, for the defense. And the only thing that the quarterback could do was check down to his running back that was out in the flat. They're going to try it again here, 2nd and 10.
All right, 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Under 9 minutes to go in the first half. There's a snap. Looking right this time. Boggs throws. Intercepted. Jeremiah Johnson at the 40. He could take it to the house. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown McGuffey. Pick 6 by Jeremiah Johnson. And McGuffey is out to a 20-0 lead.
I don't know if it was just somebody who read the wrong route or there was some miscommunication between the quarterback and the wide receiver. But you saw the quarterback Boggs take a 3-step drop there on the right side. He looked down the right side of the line there. And who else is standing there for McGuffey but Jeremiah Johnson? And he takes it 42 yards the opposite direction for a pick 6. And McGuffey extends its lead now. It's 20-0. And that's all pending on the point after attempt here by the special teams unit.
Dietrich will attempt that. And wow, quick turn of events there. Snap is down. Kick is high, and the kick is good with 8:43 to go here in the first half. McGuffey now leads Frazier 21-0. Right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop, carried at the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Napa Auto Parts, conveniently located at 323 Main Street in Claysville, is your hometown auto parts store. Stocking auto parts, tools, equipment, and many other items for heavy-duty trucks, marine, and farming equipment. Napa continues to serve auto service professionals, do-it-yourselfers, and everyday drivers with quality parts and supplies to keep cars, trucks, and equipment performing safely and efficiently. With a reputation for quality parts, rapid availability, and knowledgeable people, you can rely on Napa for all your transportation needs. Napa Auto Parts in Claysville, open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m., and open Saturday, 6 to 3.
All right, big play there. Jeremiah Johnson, we had not seen him in the first quarter either, but makes his presence known very well on the pick six. As you said, 42 yards, pretty much picked it off right around the line of scrimmage and took it to the house. And Dietrich will kick off once again. This time back is Taranto and I believe that's Thompson. Dietrich's kick going to head towards Taranto. Gets it at the 15, up over the 20, the 25.
Oh, what a hit.
Hard as he crosses the 25-yard line, gets out near the 30 again. Wow.
Yeah, making initial contact for the Highlanders, Logan Smith. And I'll tell you what, Rusty, Smith has had an outstanding game, which is an understatement, I feel, for these Highlanders tonight. Whether it's been special teams and defense, he's definitely made his presence known on the playing field.
First down and 10, Frazier. They'll take over right at the 30-yard line again. 2 drives in a row. They've had a couple turnovers tonight. McGuffey has turned them into quick touchdowns. And that one offensive drive is your difference in the game today. 21-0 Highlanders here in the first half. Got 2 running backs beside Boggs now in the backfield. He gets a shotgun snap. He hands it off to Thompson. He's going to try. He slips down, and he's going to be hit by Smith. Logan Smith has been all around the ball tonight. This can be a loss on the play back near the 28-yard line and break up second down and 12.
It looked like it was going to be a power play to the right side of the line there for Frazier, the left side of the line, that is. There was a gaping hole in the McGuffey defense, but the running back not able to keep his footing. I think we talked about that in pregame. The sun has gone down. That grass is going to become a little bit slippery now as opposed to being an artificial turf.
Second down and 12. Boggs awaits a shotgun. Thompson back there with him. He gets it. Looks to the left side. He throws out here. Deep pass. He's got Thomas that's going to be in and out of his hands. Janovich there to get a hand in there and break it up. And once again, though, Isaac Thomas is getting open. And he had about 2 steps on Janovich. The ball hung up just a little too long. Janovich able to recover and get a hand in there to break it up and bring up a third down and 12.
It was nice that he was able to get a hand on it, but Janovich severely was beaten on that play by the wide receiver, and we said that was number 3.
It's Isaac Thomas.
Isaac Thomas, but Janovich didn't even play the ball. He played Thomas on that play, and he's lucky he didn't get called for a penalty.
All right, third down and 12 here for the Commodores. They go 4 wide again. Looking left, here's Boggs. He throws out in the flat to Thompson, and he's going to try to get around some guys, and he can't. Guess who? Logan Smith. Bottles him up after a short gain. That'll bring up 4th down and long.
Again, it looked to be a cover 2, maybe a cover 4 this time for the defense. Every defender was playing man coverage instead of zone. You saw him swing out in the open, and knock, knock. Who's at the door? Logan Smith for the tackle.
So it's a gain of 2. That'll bring up 4th down and 10. Back to receive the kick here, Logan Carlisle. And we got number 60, Pacino, doing the punting again. High snap. He gets it one hand, though. Gets the punt off. A nice high wobbler. It's going to bounce around the 40. And
It's only been not even been one half of football.
Referees discuss what the penalties are.
And one is pointing towards McGuffey. So I don't know if we had an illegal block in the back possibly, or a crackback block.
They were pretty far away from the play, but it's in the same. .7:01 remaining in the second quarter. McGuffey leads 21-0 here. Just need to find out where they're going to take over here on offense. Still having a discussion here. No idea what they're talking about here. He's talking to the other officials I think it might be where the ball was tackled.
Where he was tackled,
yeah,
yes.
because now they have to figure out where to mark it off.
Well, he was tackled right at the Frazier 49-yard line initially before he rolled on top.
So referees explaining to the Frazier coaching staff what's going on, but we'll get the official word here in a second. They're marching off a McGuffey penalty. Starting at the 50, they're marching back to the 40. So it's a 10-yard penalty on McGuffey. So some sort of blocking infraction would be my guess. And that'll be where the Highlanders, it look like they're going to take over 1st and 10 with 7:01 to go here in the first half. Was it a holding, I think? That was the official call.
Holding McGuffey.
Yeah. And that was the call.
All right.
But still not terrible field position. You go from the 49 back to the 40, essentially.
The race is about 11 yards of Carlisle's return. Looks like Philip McEwen back in here to take the snap on this drive. Alternating quarterbacks tonight for the Highlanders. And emotions Brookman. And McEwen rolls out to the right. Looks back to the left. He throws. Going to be caught by Brookman. He's out there on the flat. 40. Inside of the 45. The 50. Makes a move inside. A flag on the play behind it. And he's going to get inside Commodore territory to the 44, but this could be coming back.
Might be some holding there on the left side of the line. As the Highlanders go with the running back screen, Brookman wide open in the flat. The defense swallowed the hook, line, and sinker, but unfortunately, I think somebody was caught doing a bit of holding.
Legal block in the back on McGuffey, and that is going to erase a really nice pass and catch there. But they will march off another 10 yards off the spot of the foul. So it'll stay 2nd down. Ball goes back to the 32, but that is now going to bring up 1st down to 18.
And it just seems to go from bad to worse for the offensive unit right now, who had decent field position before the hold. Now an illegal block in the back. Highlanders really have a lot of ground to make up the 1st downs at the 50-yard line.
McEwen brings the troops up to the line, goes under center. And in motion is Dietrich. Back to pass. McEwen here in a late hand up the middle. That's Brookman. He's got it at the 40. He's got a hold of the 45. The 50. Oh, he trips as he crosses the 50-yard line. He's going to get the 1st down, but, man, he had a lot more green grass in front of him. And that is a pickup of 19 on the play, and that'll move the sticks for the Highlanders.
Yeah, delayed handoff, almost like it was a draw. Brookman had plenty of room to the right side, and right at about his own 48-yard line, I think that turf monster might have got a hold of him at about the 50 as he stumbled across the 50. And he fell to his knees at the Frazier 49, but originally McGuffey gets back to where their first drive started at after the punt, and now they take over again.
All right, 1st and 10 McGuffey, ball at the Frazier 49. Kyle Brookman in motion to the left. They keep it with the quarterback, McEwen. He's got some room, 45-40. Down the seam to the 30, the 20. He's going to take it to the house. Philip McEwen takes it 49 yards. The quarterback scampers in and puts McGuffey up by 4 scores.
And McEwen did a nice job trying to bring in the defense on that play. You had Brookman run to the outside like he was trying to play the running back option, but he saw he had plenty of real estate in front of him. He beat 2 defenders right up the seam, and he waltzes in for a McGuffey touchdown.
He'll be doing the holding here for Dietrich on this point after attempt. So we've seen both McEwen and Logan Carlisle be effective. They've alternated series here at the quarterback position tonight. And the kick is up and good with 5:29 to go in the first half. McGuffey now out to a 28-0 lead on Frazier. Right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Area Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Since 1988, Tri-State Designs has provided customers with the highest quality awards for all occasions. Conveniently located on Main Street in Claysville, Tri-State Designs features a full showroom with many examples of the various awards they offer. Trophies, plaques, ribbons, engravings, or maybe you need a custom order. No problem. Stop in or give them a call at 724-663-5346. Tri-State Designs, a trusted award shop and proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
All right, back here after the long touchdown run by McEwen. That went 49 yards. And took a while to get that drive going with all the penalties, but once they did, the quarterback takes it to the house. And McGuffey, ever since they got the fumble recovery on Frazier's second offensive possession, has been on fire on offense. And Frazier will get the ball here, but also they'll get it at the beginning of the third quarter. But right now, McGuffey pouring it on. 20-0. Dietrich has it teed up here. We've got Toronto back. This one is going to go take a short hop there. Inside the 15 is going to have to be picked up. It's Thomas at the 12, and he's going to be corralled right there. I think that was Thomas. Is that number? No, that's number 7. Sorry, that's Keyshawn Thompson. Keyshawn Thompson on the pay. He let the ball hit, and it kind of died right there, and he had to pick it up because it's a live ball, and when he did, McGuffey had the coverage team down there, so not much on the return. That'll be inside the 15, around the 14-yard line.
So still difficult, or a lot of real estate to work with for the Frazier Commodores right now. Not great field position, but they do have time on their side.
They've been able to move the ball through the air tonight. The problem is the turnovers have come up to bite them, and see if they can get things going. Boggs this time looks like he might actually line up under center with an I formation behind him. He gets it. Hands off to the tailback late, and that's going to be dropped. That was Toronto on the carry. He's going to be dropped for a loss.
Yeah, I think that was Jeremiah Johnson filling the hole on the stop for the Highlanders.
44, Jeremiah Johnson.
So, yeah, Johnson in there with that quick hit. And how far they get back? See all the way back at the 10? Also about 3 or 4 yards on that.
It looks like he's actually spotted at the 11. So loss of 4 for Frazier.
Loss of 4.
4:40 left in the half. Keep it right here for the Week 4 edition of the Triple F High School Sports Network halftime show with Dawn Rebel.
All right, Boggs in the shotgun again. This time after the loss, second down. He's looking left. He throws out for the timing pass. It's going to be bobbled and incomplete. That time, Isaac Thomas tried to turn around a little too quick and couldn't pull the ball in, and that's going to bring up third down and about 14 here for the Commodores.
Just a flat route to Thomas, but Philip McEwen playing great coverage was able to bite up. He recognized the pass. He came up on his familiar foe, Thomas, but Thomas unable to hold on to the ball. I don't know if he heard footsteps or just couldn't get his footing on that last play. That's going to bring up a long 3rd and 14 for Frazier.
All right, so 3rd and very long here. 14 to go. They have to get all the way out about the 24-yard line for the first down. Boggs gets a snap, looking left, throws left. He's got a man who's going to be over his head. He tried to hit Dorkin out there in the flat, and that is going to be incomplete and bring up 4th down, and Commodores be forced to punt once more.
Yeah, just an overthrown pass for Dorkin, unfortunately. The quarterback, Boggs, very frustrated as he was inside the pocket. 3-step drop, trying to make some magic happen.
McGuffey in a great position here to try to get one more score here before the half and create that mercy rule clock to be in effect. And when they start the second half, Carlisle waits the punt at the 35-yard line. Snap over his head and out of the back of the end zone. That's going to be a safety. And that was no chance for Pacino to field that snap. That safety is going to make it 30-0 with 4:12 to go in the half.
That makes your score McGuffey 30, Frazier 0.
Sure, I write these down so I can give Mr. Rebel a recap after the game. Snap over the head. Punter. 30-0. All right, so now we'll have the free kick coming up. McGuffey still an opportunity to move the ball down the field. You expect they won't have quite as good field position, but I'm sure they'll take it. Getting the 2 points is always a bonus. That snap
just looked like it was a high snap.
Pacino, yeah.
You don't know if the long snapper maybe held on to it too long as he was trying to hike it back, because typically as a long snapper, you know, you want your forearm to hit the inside of your thigh as you release to get a nice, good, solid snap. That one I think he held on to way beyond the break point of hitting the inside of his thigh, and it just soared right over the punter's head. It almost went through the uprights and out the back of the end zone. And it looks like Frazier is going to be punting.
Now they're going to tee it
They're going to tee it off at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, they do. On the free kick, you had the option either punt or tee it up. They're going to tee it up here with number 88, Tristan Scott. And back deep are going to be Eric Donley and Malachi Ely. They are going to be standing inside their 40-yard line. Free kick, end over end. Heading towards Ely, gets to the 42, 45, 50, 45, 40. Tries to get through a tackle, but he's going to be brought down on the 35-yard line of Frazier. So a really good job there of Ely just kind of hitting the hole and doing it quickly and getting what he could. So sets up McGuffey in great field position at the Frazier 35.
And they definitely have a lot of time on their side. I think it was who made the stop for the Commodores was number 21, Anthony Musioli. And as you said, partner, McGuffey with great field position at the Frazier 35.
All right, this time Jeremiah Johnson in the fullback position, straight behind his quarterback. Logan Carlisle in there to take the snap. And in motion is Kyle Brookman. They're going to fake the pitch to Brookman and then throw it out in the flat. It's going to be incomplete. He tried to hit White out there on the left side, and it looked like originally he faked the pitch to Brookman and
we have
thought
a late
he was
flag coming
pass
in.
to. We have a flag here on the near side. It's around the line of scrimmage.
And Dorkin come untouched.
We have personal foul
on McGuffey.
Face mask on McGuffey.
That hurts.
So that's going to march them back.
Yeah, but going back to that incomplete pass, Dorkin comes untouched on the left side of the McGuffey line.
I don't know if he made a face mask motion or what, but either way, it's personal foul. Sorry.
Yeah, I know, you're fine. But he comes through untouched, which flushed the quarterback out of the pocket for McGuffey. He was actually looking at him right in, like a deer in a headlight there, the quarterback, Carlisle, and he was forced to kind of quick throw it away. With that 15-yard penalty, McGuffey is going to take over now.
And it's second down.
I'm sorry, second and 25.
It was a dead ball foul, so the down counts. So second down and 25 now. Carlisle right at the 50. Goes back to pass. Throws down. He's got a man. It's McAdoo, and he can't quite get free of the coverage. There was solid coverage over there by number 34, Zane Whitehead. And that'll bring up third down and Uniontown, basically, at this point.
Seems like it.
Yeah, they got to get all the way down
to about the
25-yard line. So time we got 3:58 to go on the clock. Both teams, I believe, have 2 timeouts remaining.
Which is kind of surprising for McGuffey because usually by the end of the first quarter, all their timeouts are typically spent.
All right. Third down and very, very long here. Logan Carlisle goes under center. Back to pass. Looking down the field, throws over the middle. He's got a man. It's going to be over the head of Kyle Brookman. He was down the seam, and he had Muccioli in coverage on him. But third down, incomplete, bring up fourth down. And I imagine McGuffey's going to go ahead and punt things here.
In no sense trying to go for it and waste it down when you know the first down marker's at the 25, the opposite 25.
Yeah, odds aren't real good.
No. But it looks like the punting unit's going to come on for McGuffey, and doing the long snapping for the Highlanders, Morgan Shriver. He's going to set up shop under center.
Connor Crow out there to do the punting again tonight. This is Isaac Thomas back deep. He's around his own 20. Wobbly punt heading towards our side. Takes a roll inside the 20 and goes out of bounds around the 19-yard line. That'll be where Frazier takes over. 3 minutes and 46 seconds to go to the half. Still 30-0 McGuffey.
Yeah, we have a late flag though that came in right back at about the 44, maybe the 43-yard line. This one goes against the Highlanders, so I don't know if it was a personal foul.
Came in very late. Yeah, it's back near where the punter would have kicked the ball from. So that's going to help Frazier field position-wise. Instead of starting inside their 20, tack on 15 yards to that.
Be at their own 35-yard line. And the McGuffey Highlanders really need to kind of simmer down here a little bit. And they're getting kind of costly with these penalties, the face masks. And I'm sure Highlanders head coach Ed Dalton not too pleased with the amount of penalties there have been in the first half of tonight's game.
That personal foul penalty will put the ball at the Frazier 34.
All right, so first and 10 to the 34-yard line here for the Commodores as they try to get something going here before the half. It's been all McGuffey, 30-0 here in this first half. They're going to send 3 wideouts to the right side, 1 to the left. And the shotgun is Boggs. Gets a snap, looking right, throws a wide receiver screen. It's going to be caught out there and getting across the 35 before he is hit by a host of Highlanders. Try to get a number for you.
Yeah, Jeremiah Johnston leading the tackling squad along with Kyle Brookman.
Dorkin was on the catch, and that's going to be a gain of 1 or 2 maybe. It'll bring up second down and 8 as they get out to the 36-yard line.
Second down and 8.
Clock still winding, down to 3:12 to go. All right. Second down and 8. Boggs in the shotgun. Gets a snap. Looking left. Pump fakes. Throws over the middle. It's going to be over the head of Dorkin. He was out near the 45-yard line. Would have been a first down, but he is going to not be able to come up with that. Had to climb the ladder and still over his head. So third down and 8 to go. That'll stop the clock with 2:52 to go.
You saw from our point of view up here, you saw Christian Cipoletti coming from the right side of the line, untouched to the quarterback Boggs, who really kind of flustered him. He met him face to face, which I think kind of threw him off kilter a little bit as he kind of launched back to release that pass. And with that, it's 3rd and 8 for the Commodores, their own 36-yard line.
They'll go 4 wide, 2 to each side again. Boggs in the shotgun. It's a snap. Oh, he's going to be blitzed, and he's going to be hit and dropped for a sack all the way back inside the 30-yard line. That was Jeremiah Johnson coming in there off the left side.
Just an all-out blitz by the McGuffey defense, and they brought everything in the kitchen sink on that one. And Boggs slowly to get up. And it looks like we're going to have an official timeout down on the field. No, this one taken by McGuffey.
Yeah, we'll take it with him with 2:33 to go in the half. McGuffey leads Frazier 30-0 on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Washington County's largest gun show returns to the Washington County Fairgrounds courtesy of ARH Sports Shop on Saturday and Sunday, September 25th and 26th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Admission is just $7 for an adult. Children 12 and under are free with a paid adult admission. Join us at the Washington County Fairgrounds on the 25th and 26th of September for Washington County's largest gun show.
Highlanders Nation lives here. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop.
All right, back here at Frazier High School, and McGuffey going to be returning another punt when we get started here after the McGuffey timeout. They will have 1 timeout remaining before the half. We got 2:33 to go. Logan Carlisle back at his own 45, awaiting this punt from Braden Bacino. Last punt went over Bacino's head for the safety. This one he's able to bring in, but with one hand. We got another flag, though, on the far side. Linesman's going to communicate with the referee. Pre-snap false start, so that will march back 5 more yards on Frazier. So now they're going to be, Bacino's going to be standing somewhere around his 11-yard line to field this punt, so Carlisle moves up another 5 yards. Oh, that snap almost over his head again, able to bring it in with one hand. He gets off the end-over-end kick, and he's going to take a nice Frazier bounce inside the 45 of McGuffey and roll all the way down near the 40-yard line. So, good punt by Bacino, and it's going to force McGuffey to at least go 60 yards to hit pay dirt here before the half. They got 2 minutes and 19 seconds to do so with 1 timeout.
You almost thought it was going to be a take, too, of going over top of his head as he was back on his own end zone the last time they punted, and this time, if he wasn't able to get a single hand on and bring it down with a quick kick, I think we would have been looking at almost a deja vu situation. But McGuffey, as you said, 60 yards they need to strike.
Kewen under center. And in motion is Kyle Brookman. Give to the late man up the middle, Dietrich. He gets hit the line of scrimmage, still pushing forward, and then falls forward for another couple. He's out near the 43-yard line, gain of 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7.
Musioli as well as Braden Bacino on the stop for the Commodores.
gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
All right, they're going to head up to the line again. 2 wide outside here, Cipoletti, and I believe that's Janovich on the far side. And a motion's Brookman. Giving it to the fullback up the middle. Donley gets hit right away, and he got 2 out to the 45, and that is all. So clock winding down to 1:32 to go. We'll have to see what McGuffey decides to do here. Frazier will get the ball at the end of the half. It's 30-0, so if they want the mercy rule clock to be in effect in the when they start the second, they're going to have to get at least 5 more points.
Mind you, the first down marker for McGuffey at the midfield stripe.
Ewan under center, 3rd down and 5. And a motion they give it to him on the jet sweep. Cuts up though, and that was defended very nicely. He's going to have no gain on the play. And bring up 4th down and 5. Decision time here for the Highlanders.
Vitale on the right side, able to kind of break up that play for Frazier. McGuffey tries to go into the left side of the line. Nobody home. The defense did a good job of reading the run. They read their keys. They stopped McGuffey right in their tracks. And it looks like we see McEwen coming back out, so I wouldn't be surprised if McGuffey goes for it here.
They're down to about 34 seconds to go, so I think they figure even if they do give the ball back, they can let the play clock wind down here a bit. They're going to fake the pitch. Rolling out is McEwen. He's being chased. Going to try to keep it maybe. 45, 50. It's out 45, and he's got a first down inside the Frazier 45 to the 43-yard line. So that'll stop the clock with 18 seconds to go. Not a whole lot of time here, and they only have the 1 timeout.
Out of bounds at the Frazier 43-yard line.
So it was a good job by McEwen. He saw all of his targets were essentially covered. And having that good peripheral vision, he saw a big gap to the right side of the line. He took his chance. He gets the first down and then some.
18 seconds to do something here. 1 timeout. McAdoo to the right side. Janovich to the left. McEwen goes under center. 1st and 10 at the Frazier 43. And a motion is Dietrich. Fake it to him. Back to pass. Throw over the middle. It's going to be caught. Brookman has it at the 30. 25. Tries to get down inside the 20 where he'll be tackled there.
Yeah, we have a late flag over on the McGuffey bench at about the 44-yard line.
It's near the line of scrimmage on the far side. Clock stopped with 9 seconds to go. So we have a sideline warning, it looks like, on McGuffey was the call. Sideline warning. So I believe
the sideline warning on McGuffey.
Sure, McGuffey probably going to use their last timeout right now. And they do.
Timeout McGuffey. That's their last of the half.
Take it with them. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Area Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Jim Murray's Auto Service, located at 122 East Railroad Street in Washington, offers full auto repair, state inspection, emissions, brakes, alignment, tune-ups, oil changes, whatever ails your car or truck. Jim and his qualified team of mechanics can diagnose your vehicle issues and get you back on the road in no time. At Jim Murray's, you're not a service number. Jim takes the time to discuss your auto repair one-on-one before the work is started. Give Jim a call, 724-222-1350. Jim Murray's, professional service with personal small-town treatment.
All right, back here at Frazier High School. McGuffey leads 30-0. There are 9 seconds remaining in the first half. McGuffey has the ball at the 19-yard line of Frazier. They're trying to punch it in one more time before the half. They're going to go 3 wide. We've got Kyle Brookman lined up in the slot left. McEwen gets a snap. Back to pass. Throws over the middle. It's going to be short and kind of behind Brookman there. That was actually towards Dietrich. Dietrich running down on the seam, and pass falls at his feet. So we'll have chance for one more play. 5 seconds to go.
And why not just send everybody out, throwing up with a wish and a prayer, and try to put it in the back of the end zone? 5 seconds left. No, they're going to try to go for a kick here, it looks like.
Well, Dietrich, maybe.
Something a little bit different here for the McGuffey Highlanders.
A 36-yarder. So Dietrich right from the center of the field. So no angle to this. McEwen will be doing the holding. Snap is down. Dietrich's kick is up. It's long enough. And that kick is good. Ethan Dietrich, his longest field goal of the year so far, makes it 33-0 with a 36-yarder. That'll take us to halftime. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air Raid Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Alexis Family Dentistry is a full-service general dental practice offering comprehensive dental health care service in a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. Dr. Alexis, a McGuffey graduate, is inspired to make patients her priority by working together for your healthier smile. Her goal is to help you relax and address all your questions and concerns. Your individual treatment plan is crafted to fulfill all your dental health needs and to reach your goals for a beautiful and healthy smile. Call Dr. Alexis today at 724-470-9750 to schedule your appointment. Dr. Alexis, a proud Highlander supporter.
I'm Bob Champ from Shear Heating and Air Conditioning. We're always looking for new ways to improve our service. Now you can visit our website at shearhvac.com and join the chat to ask any questions you have. You can also text us 24/7 for service and installation at 724-222-1830. We have 72 months financing. Shear Heating and Air Conditioning. Carrier, turn to the experts. shearhvac.com, PA 9737.
All right, back here at halftime at Frazier High School. McGuffey Marching Band heading out onto the field to do their halftime show. It's 33-0 Highlanders. And here's how we got there. Had a couple turnovers early on. The big one was the fumble by Frazier. It set up McGuffey inside Frazier territory, and they would punch it in with a 36-yard run by Ethan Dietrich. Extra point made it 7-0. And into the second quarter, 9:54 to go in the half, a 2-yard run by the fullback Eric Donley. That extra point made it 14-0. About a little more than a minute later, we had a 42-yard pick six by Jeremiah Johnson. Took it all the way to the house, 21-0 at that point. About 5.5 minutes to go, McGuffey would get it just across midfield, and their quarterback Philip McEwen would sprint in from 49 yards out. The longest touchdown run of the day. Extra point at that point made it 28-0. And then we had our first non-touchdown points of the night. We had a snap over the head of the punter, Pacino, for Frazier. That went out of the back of the end zone. That safety made it 30-0. And then right at the half, just as time expired, we had a 36-yard field goal by Ethan Dietrich. And a nice boot, his longest of the year, made it 33-0. And that's where we are right now at the half.
And, I mean, from a collective whole right now, set aside from the penalties, the McGuffey Highlanders doing an outstanding job on both sides of the field. Offense, defense, special teams. I mean, looking at it from an offensive standpoint right now, you have 6 different guys that have touched the ball, 3 of which have double digits. McEwen with 61 yards, Dietrich with 48 yards, Kyle Brookman with 34 yards, Donley with 13 yards. Altogether, 21 rushes for 165 yards for the McGuffey Highlanders. 31 total plays, 190 yards, 9 first downs for McGuffey. They've converted 2. They're 2 for 2 for fourth downs, 1 for 6 on third down conversions, 3 for 10 on the passing there, 3 passes for 10 yards, and 1 for 1 on the field goal. Philip McEwen 2 for 5 for 17. Logan Carlisle 1 of 5 for 8 yards. Kyle Brookman 1 reception for 24 yards. McAdoo 1 reception for 8 yards. Logan Smith assists on 2 different tackles, but has 5 recorded tackles. He leads all McGuffey tacklers. Panapinto on the flip side, 7 tackles. He leads all tacklers in this game. For Frazier, 3 of 15 through the air for the quarterback, Braden Boggs, for 53 yards. And, I mean, it's been a great game so far for McGuffey. Frazier still trying to get it in gear as they go into the half. Both teams in their respective locker rooms at the half. And speaking of halftime, we're going to go ahead and send it to Don Rebel and Company for the Week 4 edition of the Trib Live High School Sports Network halftime show. We'll be back here concluding that. And the second half of our game will be underway. So we'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop, also carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Week 4 edition of the halftime show on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Don Rebel, Chris Harlan. Our little get-together sponsored by SC Tire and Export Tire, your local tire experts. They work hard to earn your business. They have your size tire in stock installed today. All the best brands at the best tire prices. Essie Tire, Route 51, Bell Vernon, Export Tire, Old William Penn Highway and Export. Check out their Google reviews if you're shopping for tires online. Well, every week we get together with Chris, and he offers his expertise on certain particular subjects. So this time we would get his expertise on the subject of Chris Harlan. This is let us begin with the first ever Chris Harlan press conference. Look at
I'm used to asking questions. I'm not used to answering questions.
He's a nervous Nelly. All right. First question for Chris Harlan. Let's get a little check on your background. You don't have to go into full detail, but how did you get started in the business, and how did this business lead you to the Trib Live High School Sports Network?
Growing up in Newcastle, I was always a sports fan. I went to Slippery Rock University, was editor of their college paper up there, The Rocket. Shout out to all the people working at The Rocket still today. And after college, went to Beaver County Times and worked there for about 9 years, I'd say, and then came down to the Trib. And all the way, I covered a lot of stuff over the years, enjoyed it, and I can't complain. I like it. Now I've been the Trib, I think 11 years now, 12 years. So wow. It's been fun.
All right. So we get the background out of the way. Let's start.
That wasn't too painful.
Yeah. See, 6A. We've talked about it between the two of us, on the air, off the air. 6A football. Oof. With the fact that realignment's coming for over the next 2 years, and there's probably not going to be a whole lot of help moving up, and there could be some teams moving down. Can 6A football and the WPIL be fixed?
I think the big question is how many schools are even going to have next time. I mean, what are we at 8 right now? I mean, that could go to 7. It could go to 6. As more and more schools get bigger on the East, the numbers here end up dropping. I think that they should do something where they combine 5 and 6. I do think that's the only real solution because, there's a lot of teams in there, especially the small 6As and the big 5As. There's not a big difference between them. I understand some of them don't want to play Central Catholic or play North Allegheny. Right. But, look at Pine Richland. They're a 5A school now. They were a 6A school for a number of years here. I think the only option really is to somehow come up with a combined 6A, 5A, and then come up with a way to send separate teams to the state playoffs, a 6A qualifier and a 5A qualifier.
We're going to be, come next week, everything will be conference play. 10 of the 17 conferences began last week in WPIL football. Now we're starting to talk about games being canceled again, and a handful of games canceled for this upcoming weekend. Do you feel now that it's probably inevitable that come playoff time, there's going to be some games that are affected by the ongoing pandemic?
It sure looks like it. I was a little more optimistic a couple weeks ago because it was few and far between the cancellations. But as you see now, we're getting into more conference play. You're seeing more and more games get canceled. And at this point, there's no way to make those games up. So, if, they've said they're going to declare them no contests if it's caused by COVID cases and team doesn't have enough people to play. So yeah, I think you're going to have some troubles down the road. And it may be like last year where they end up having to have the football committee make the decision on who's in and who's not.
Yeah. All right, halfway through, the Chris Harlan press conference will continue, and the halftime show continues on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Need new tires in a hurry? Essie Tire has your size tire in stock. Install today. Before you hit the open road, see the tire experts at Essie Tire. We do tires, and we do them right. Before you hit the open road, see the tire experts at Export Tire. We do tires, and we do them right. If it has wheels, we have the tires. Export Tire, your commercial tire headquarters.
Halftime show continues on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. We're with Chris Harlan. It is the first ever Chris Harlan press conference. Chris, favorite high school sport to cover?
Oh, I think it's football. I think it's football. I like football. I like the state basketball tournament the best. If you're talking about just the tournament and the thing, I think the basketball tournament is probably the most fun to cover. Just general sport, I think football is the most. Where it's once a week, you get a nice build up to every game. Kind of the way the NFL is too. You get that whole week of build. So I think football, no doubt. But baseball is nice weather.
Indeed. Well, later in the season.
Sometimes.
All right, Mount Rushmore. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of WPIL football coaches?
Oh, football coaches. Current, all time, we're saying?
All time.
All time. I think you got to talk about Jim Render has to be on that list. He's got to be there. Other guys like Jack McCurry, I think you got to consider. Having a shout out to my alma mater, Phil Breidenbach, is a name from the past.
Sure.
I don't know. I think that's a tough one. I think that's a tough one for me.
Well, you gave me 3. You just need to give me one more.
I don't know, because there's 2 guys right now who I think should be on there are Bill Chirpak and Bob Palco, 2 active guys right now who I think when all is said and done, those guys definitely should be on that list.
All right, Mount Rushmore of, we'll make this a little easier, WPL football players that you have seen.
Oh, that I've seen. Okay. Well, we got to put Terrell Pryor and Darrell Rivas on that list. Those 2 guys, I saw them tremendous. Darrell, my favorite story about him was he was a sophomore, and I ran into him and I asked him how to spell his name because we kept spelling his name wrong. 2 R's, 1 L, 2 L's, 1 R. And I said, how do you spell your name? And he said, it doesn't matter. He was a sophomore. But now everybody knows how to spell his name. So I always enjoy that he went on to be one of the most recognizable names. 2 more. How about recently? I might put Phil Dracovic on that list. He was really good at Pine Richland, just what he was able to do at the highest level as a quarterback. And one more. Oh, man. One more. Any suggestions from you, Don, for that 4th spot?
LeVar?
He was before my time.
Breston?
Breston could be on there. He was at the very early stages.
Buzz Lusney?
But let's put Buzz Lusney. I can't go wrong with Buzz Lusney. He was just playing both sides of the ball at Hopewell. Buzz Lusney's on there for me.
Best football team that you ever saw?
Oh. I think some of these Pine Richland teams were good. Some of those Aliquippa teams, I think like the Rivas Aliquippa team might have been really good for what they were able to do. Again, one of those Buzz Lusney Hopewell teams. That's hard to say. That's hard. I'm throwing a few in the hat and you can pull a name out.
My pat answer to that is the 04 Central Catholic team. They were absolutely dominant, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Finally, last question. Best game that you ever covered?
Oh, best game. Oh. I would probably say it might be the championship game in terms of just excitement was maybe the Russell Shell, Mike Caputo championship game at Heinz Field when those 2 guys were the stars all year and they just went back and forth scoring touchdowns all night. That's one of the few games in my mind where there was so much hype and so much buildup and it lived up to the hype. Rarely do you see that. So that might be top on my list.
And with that, we wrap up the first ever Chris Harlan press conference. See, it wasn't as painful as you thought it was going to be. The press conference has been sponsored by SC Tire and Export Tire, your local tire experts. They have your size tire in stock installed today. Check out their Google reviews if you're shopping online. For Chris Harlan, I'm Don Rebel. Enjoy the second half of the game. You are checking out on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Biggie's Pizza, located at 210 Main Street in Claysville, is proud to announce they've added a second location, 167 16th Street in historic downtown Wheeling, serving your favorite pizza, wings, calzones, strombolis, salads, and don't forget to ask them about their brand new Mini Biggie, Mini Boli, and the all-new apple pie pizza dessert. Delivery and carry-out options are available. Every day, a 1 large, 1-topping pizza, cheesy breadsticks, and a 2-liter of pop is only $22.99. Stop in and see them, 210 Main Street in downtown Claysville, or their second second location, 167 16th Street in historic downtown Wheeling. Biggie's Pizza, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
Looking to earn fast cash for scrap metal and vehicles? Brookman Iron and Metals will pay you top dollar for unwanted scrap metal or junk cars. Since 1931, Brookman Iron and Metals has offered the highest market prices for scrap metal, from iron to brass to vehicles. Looking to recycle? Their local family-owned company will take any recyclable metal off your hands. In addition, you have easy access to their clean location to recycle without a hassle. Don't let recyclable metal materials take up your much-needed space. Use a roll-off container from Brookman Iron and Metals to provide you with a convenient solution for your recycling needs. Brookman Iron and Metals, located at 4 Race Street in Washington, 724-222-4260.
Hi everyone, Zach Waters from the McGuffey Sports Network. Whenever your home or business decides to give you a headache, turn to the experts you can trust at McKean Plumbing and Heating, located at 468 West Chestnut Street in Washington, and is your source for plumbing, heating, electrical, and air conditioning. Whether it's a job for the do-it-yourselfer, a routine service call, or an installation, let the experienced staff assist with your needs. Call them at 724-225-6260 or stop in and visit them Monday through Fridays 8 to 6 and Saturdays 8 to 4. Plumbing, heating, electrical, or air conditioning, answer McKean. PA 9085.
Hunters, it's almost that time of year again. And when gearing up for your next hunt, visit ARH Sports Shop. ARH Sports Shop has proudly served the tri-state area as your local sportsman store for over 25 years. Locally owned and operated, they specialize in new and gently used shotguns, handguns, and rifles. Instead of waiting in long lines at major big box stores, purchase your hunting license from ARH with fast, friendly service. For more information, visit their website at arhsportshop.com or visit them at 4174 Route 40 in Claysville across from Sunset Beach. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturdays noon to 4. ARH Sports Shop, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
Highlanders Nation, looking for that perfect piece of clothing to showcase your McGuffey spirit? Look no further than Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington. Fanatic Impressions offers a wide variety of sporting goods, athletic apparel, and school spirit gear. Have an event coming up? Fanatic Impressions offers custom bulk screen printing and promotional product printing to help make your team, event, wedding, or business all the more personal. Open Monday through Saturday. Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington.
Accidents are unfortunate events and often cause stress and disruption in your daily life. Relax. Let Lombardi Auto Body help you get through this process of getting your vehicle back on the road safely and as quickly as possible. Open since 1984, Lombardi Auto Body is a family-run business that delivers the highest quality repairs with continued customer loyalty. Call Lombardi's first to schedule your free estimate. Lombardi Auto Body, 140 Highland Avenue in Washington, 724-222-3077.
Highlander fans, let's face it, nobody enjoys when their vehicle needs service work. So let the trusted professionals at Route 40 Auto ease your worries. It's quality service and diagnostics with a hometown feel, offering brakes, exhaust, tune-ups, engine repair, transmission repair, suspension repair, and regular maintenance for your vehicle. Maybe it's as simple as an oil change or as pesky as a state and emission test. Call Route 40 Auto at 724-484-7963 or stop in at 150 Route 40 West in West Alexander.
Looking for beautiful yet gently used items for your home, apartment, or office? Then visit The Back Lot, located at 840 Race Street in Washington. The Back Lot, formerly known as Badillions, has proudly served the Washington County area for over 50 years. They offer a wide variety selection of furniture, appliances, home furnishings, college dorm supplies, antiques, and sporting goods. With their ever-changing selection of amazing finds and great savings, any item purchased can be brought home the same day, saving you more than you ever could imagine. Like them on Facebook or call them at 724-705-7662. The Back Lot. No thrills, just deals. Something for everyone.
All right, back here at Frazier and Frazier High School Marching Band out on the field. Two great halftime shows here by both bands. McGuffey Band made the trip, and Frazier's got an excellent band themselves, and putting on a good show here at halftime. It's a great fall night, southwestern Pennsylvania. Perfect weather for football. Nice, clear, crisp night, and try to get you some other scores around. We'd be able to get a few of them here. It looks like Hampton's leading Highlands 17-0. That's at the half. Cannon Max up 14-0 on North Allegheny. That's at the half. Peters Township up 40-0 on Connellsville. And Moon I know they're up 35-7. I do not know who they're playing.
Who does it say they're playing?
It doesn't. Charleroi up 7-0 on Waynesburg. Avonworth leads whoever they're playing. Well, that's the problem with some of these. You have to get off this Twitter feed that Trib has now, and they don't put it on the scoreboard.
Well,
like
here was one that was standing out. I don't mean to steal your thunder there, but just a little bit further down the street on 51 or on 70, no matter what direction you're going. Right now, Bell Vernon leading Thomas Jefferson 14-13.
That was one of the big games of the week.
Well, they've been prepping it since Monday. They've been talking it up, saying that it was going to be the game of the year.
Sounds like it's living up to its billing so far, 14-13. And Apollo Ridge up 21-3 on Burl. Indiana, they're up, let's see, Plum leads Mars 12-0. That's at the half. Penn Hills is up 7-0 on Upper St. Clair. That is also at the half. Central Valley, they're up 28-0. Do not know who they're playing. Man, people got to get more descriptive. You put the Twitter thing, you put the score, right? Like,
and that's what I try to do. I mean, for those of you listening, we do have our own Twitter page if you haven't followed it yet, at McGuffey Sports Network. And I'm the one who tries to put up the scores, and I try to put up a descriptive depiction of what just happened before. It's whether it was a touchdown, an interception, pick six. I mean, whatever it is, I'm trying to put it out there. So if you're not able to follow along with us on our broadcast, you're not able to watch the video stream. If you're good on social media, I mean, there it is. I just want
these other guys to say both schools that are playing, so I kind of know.
Well, it makes it nice.
Like this one here. Here you go. New Brighton 14, Mohawk 14, and 5:29 left to go in the first half.
Right.
That's perfect. So, all right, that's enough scores. That's at least as much up to date as we can get you at this point right now. I do want to mention again, though. I mentioned it in the pregame show. I want to mention it here at halftime, too. Next week's game, slight schedule change for McGuffey. They play at Lindsley. That part is the same. The difference is instead of being a 7 o'clock kickoff at Lindsley, it's 7:30. The other difference is instead of being at the football stadium that's down by the school in Wheeling, it is actually going to be at West Liberty University. That is where the game will be played against Lindsley, McGuffey and Winsley, next week on the road. It's played at West Liberty University, 7:30 kickoff. And just to make sure everybody is aware, I'm sure there'll be other places to get that information before we go. And then the home game after that is going to be back home. That's against Waynesburg, and that's on the 8th. And then, as we mentioned early on in the year, there was only 4 home games the whole year. So we already had Brownsville, Charleroi. We've got Waynesburg and Beth Center left. The road games remaining are Lindsley, Chartiers Houston, and Wash High to finish out the season.
3 minutes on the clock. 3 minutes on the clock.
All right, they're going to put the 3 minutes on the clock for the teams to come out and warm up. And we'll be ready for the second half here shortly. The other information, I know you do have a soccer game that you're going to be broadcasting.
Yeah, we have a soccer
week.
Yeah, next Wednesday coming up, boys soccer.
We may, and I say may have a volleyball game at Wash High Tuesday. We're not sure.
Yeah, right now we're not
broadcast
sure.
or not, but you do have the game
against
you
Charleroi.
possibly me with you, and we'll see. Boys soccer, Charleroi. That is going to be a 6:50 airtime there for Zach. Maybe myself will join him. Now we know Jason won't be. He's going to be out of town. So.
Nah, well, when isn't he out of town? No offense, boss, but you're always on the go. But I mean, yeah, it would be nice having you joining me in the broadcast booth. I'll be there for sure. 6:50 airtime. Hopefully, we'll get an interview with Highlanders head soccer coach Scooter. Drawing a blank on his last name. This isn't good.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's cut away.
We'll think about it. We'll come back to it.
And then you think about it over the break. We'll be right back here for the second half kickoff on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air Raid Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Accidents are unfortunate events and often cause stress and disruption in your daily life. Relax. Let Lombardi Auto Body help you get through this process of getting your vehicle back on the road safely and as quickly as possible. Open since 1984, Lombardi Auto Body is a family-run business that delivers the highest quality repairs with continued customer loyalty. Call Lombardi's first to schedule your free estimate. Lombardi Auto Body, 140 Highland Avenue in Washington, 724-222-3077.
Highlander fans, let's face it, nobody enjoys when their vehicle needs service work. So let the trusted professionals at Route 40 Auto ease your worries. It's quality service and diagnostics with a hometown feel, offering brakes, exhaust, tune-ups, engine repair, transmission repair, suspension repair, and regular maintenance for your vehicle. Maybe it's as simple as an oil change or as pesky as a state and emission test. Call Route 40 Auto at 724-484-7963 or stop in at 150 Route 40 West in West Alexander.
Looking for beautiful yet gently used items for your home, apartment, or office? Then visit The Back Lot, located at 840 Race Street in Washington. The Back Lot, formerly known as Badillions, has proudly served the Washington County area for over 50 years. They offer a wide variety selection of furniture, appliances, home furnishings, college dorm supplies, antiques, and sporting goods. With their ever-changing selection of amazing finds and great savings, any item purchased can be brought home the same day, saving you more than you ever could imagine. Like them on Facebook or call them at 724-705-7662. The Back Lot. No thrills, just deals. Something for everyone.
All right, back here at Frazier, we are getting ready for the second half of this contest. McGuffey up 33-0.
I figured out the guy's name.
Okay.
I figured out the boys soccer coach name. This is driving me nuts. And I do apologize if he is listening, but Scooter Gillespie, we hope to have a pregame interview with him leading up to Wednesday's match against Charleroi. So do apologize for that. I got Friday on the brain right now, and I hate when that happens. You just kind of just like.
Are you on call this weekend?
Not on call this
There you
weekend.
go.
I had a double 2 weeks ago, on call Monday. You do need your if you need your pipes looked at,
Call someone
anything
else this
unclogged, call somebody else this weekend. But if you want, call McKean Plumbing and Heating on Monday, 724-225-6260. Request Zach Waters as your plumber. That's yours truly. And
Well, they can call him over the weekend, too. It just won't be you that's going out.
yeah, they won't be getting great service. I mean, they'll be getting great service, but they're not getting great service. You know what I mean?
All right, Dietrich's going to be doing the kickoff here for McGuffey. Be kicking off from right to left here in the third quarter. He has it teed up on the right hash. End over end. Sails deep over Thomas's head. He's going to go. Oh, he can't quite corral it. He's going to go back, and he has to pick it up right at the goal line. He's going to try to take it out from there, and he gets hit right around the 10-yard line. So he slipped. He kind of ran up for that ball, misjudged it a bit, and when he tried to readjust, his foot slipped out from under him. You had mentioned that we were on the grass field. The dew starts to settle. It gets slippery out there, and he had to go back, and it literally died right before the goal line. So he had to pick it up, no chance for a touchback, and that's going to hurt Frazier to start this first half.
And guess who made the stop for McGuffey?
Let me guess, Logan Smith.
You were 100% correct.
Yeah, he has been
Logan
a
Smith.
ton of
He's just been an animal this game for the McGuffey Highlanders. I mean, this game alone needs to be on his highlight reel.
All right, so they're going to take over the He's out there. It looks like he has Keyshawn Thompson to his right. That's Dorkin, and he is hit in the backfield.
From Frazier's own.
McGuffey was not fooled, so McGuffey only needs 2 more points to put this in a mercy clock situation. We've seen that a lot this year. 3 of the 4 games so far have gone there. 2 in McGuffey's favor, the 1 in Stowe Rock's favor a couple weeks ago. Boggs gets it. Hand off and trying to get around the corner there is Taranto, and he's going to be dropped, and that might have been another loss back near the 5.
It looked like one of the defensive linemen who was first to get a hold on him, number 62, Nick Sprouse, stopping the run game for the Highlanders. Or, I'm sorry, for the Commodores. A big stop for the Highlanders, though.
So marching backward here, the Commodores, and that's going to be a loss of 4. 3rd and 15 to go. They're all the way back at their own 5-yard line. They need to get out to the 20 for a first down. Facing Frazier, they're going to put Thompson on the right side of their quarterback, and they've got another running back to his left. I believe that's Taranto. Snap, looking to his right, and got a man open. It's Dorkin out near the 15. He's going to catch it and they'll be touching him down at the 16. He's going to be short of the first down, but it does get them out from the shadow of their own their own goalpost just a bit. See, I imagine they're still going to punt this thing here. Looks like they're sending out special teams unit. Bacino does their punting. Braden Bacino, he's the offensive lineman, 6'1", 202-pound senior. Logan Carlisle's been fielding the punts here for McGuffey tonight. He's standing at about his own 40-yard line. Had one decent return called back on a penalty. There's a penalty. Speaking of penalty,
it looked like somebody
snap penalty.
Yeah, it looked like Troy Falosk jumped for the Highlanders. Frazier tried to go with the hard count.
And if that's the case, that might give Frazier a first down if it's on McGuffey.
And I believe that's what's going to happen.
Yep. All right, so the hard count gets Frazier a first down. 5-yard penalty marks out. All right, so Frazier gets another chance at this here after the 5 yards. Dorkin goes in motion to the left. Snap back, throwing out to his direction. He's caught it at the 25. He's going to be tackled as he gets out near the 28-yard line. Nice gain on the play there. Dorkin went in motion, just stayed in motion, and they caught him out there about 7 yards.
It was a nice swing pass to Dorkin. He was left unattended, as you said. Janovich having to sprint up to tackle him, but still a huge gain for the Commodores. Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll come out here 3 wide again, this time with 2 running backs back on either side of Boggs. Showing blitz up the middle. Jeremiah Johnson with the blitz. Going to be tipped in the air, and Carlisle can't quite get it. There was a blitz by Johnson. Eric Donnelly got the hand on the ball in defense of the receiver, and then Carlisle dove for it, but just couldn't quite come up with it.
A great attempt by Carlisle to scoop it up. Good job by Donnelly getting a tip on. I think that's his second or his 3rd tip pass on defense. And as we said, the defense has really been coming to life here throughout the course of this game, and the offense has been complimenting them.
So it'll be 3rd down and 3 coming up here for the Commodores after the incompletion. Clock stopped at 8:27 to go here in the 3rd. Boggs out here again with 2 running backs while he waits in the shotgun. 3 wideouts, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. And we have a whistle coming over here. Looks like maybe a timeout from the Frazier sideline. It is. It's their first of the half. We'll take it with him. You're listening to McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop and carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Napa Auto Parts, conveniently located at 323 Main Street in Claysville, is your hometown auto parts store. Stocking auto parts, tools, equipment, and many other items for heavy-duty trucks, marine, and farming equipment. Napa continues to serve auto service professionals, do-it-yourselfers, and everyday drivers with quality parts and supplies to keep cars, trucks, and equipment performing safely and efficiently. With a reputation for quality parts, rapid availability, and knowledgeable people, you can rely on Napa for all your transportation needs. Napa Auto Parts in Claysville, open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m., and open Saturday, 6 to 3.
All right. So back here after the Frazier timeout. Third down and 3 here for the Commodores. Looking to keep this ball and march the long field. They started back on their own 10 after the kickoff return. They're going to go trips right on this one. 1 wide out to the left side. Boggs awaits the shotgun snap. Johnson jumped early, and he might be offside here, which would give Frazier another first down via the penalty. And it will. So Johnson is going to blitz off that left side. And as we saw in the first half, they had 2 back-to-back face masks give Frazier first down. This time to start the second half, back-to-back offside penalties, giving Frazier a first down and 10. This one puts it out near the 33-yard line. First down and 10 Commodores. Low snap. Boggs has it. He has to get rid of it. He does. It's going to be it's going to drop. And we got a big collision out here. And
now they're going to have to throw a late flag.
Yeah,
Seriously?
It's a helmet-to-helmet hit. And
Flag on the play.
that was it was Thompson who dropped the ball, but the play came in, the defender came in high, and it was helmet-to-helmet, and that's probably going to get called every time.
He came in high, but he was already in motion to his defense. You really can't stop once you're in motion, unfortunately. And, I mean, he tried to put himself up.
Yeah, they're going to call that targeting. And so 15-yard penalty. And Frazier almost out to midfield now,
Personal foul on McGuffey.
mostly due to penalties on the Highlanders. So once again, even though McGuffey out big in this game, 33-0, going to be a lot for Coach Ed Dalton to talk about coming week. Clock down to 8:22 to go now. Shotgun here for Boggs again. 4 wide, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. It's a snap, looks left. Throws over the middle. It's almost interception by Logan Smith, a man who's been doing everything tonight for that McGuffey defense. Almost came up with it. He was covering right over the middle near the 47-yard line on the McGuffey side of the 50 and just couldn't quite hold on to it.
Yeah, Musioli, the intended target for Boggs, and yeah, Smith, who's just been an absolute outstanding defensive player for the Highlanders, steps right in front of it, and I think he just misplayed it by about a centimeter. It looked to be. Could have been his first pick of the game.
Second down and 10 after the incompletion. Boggs gets a snap. Looks to the left, throws down the sideline. He's got a man. There is coverage there. It's going to be broken up by Janovich. He was trying to hit Thomas, and that time Janovich in great position, running stride for stride with number 3, Thomas, and able to get a hand in there and bring up the third down and 10 for Frazier.
Nothing like the old mono battle right there between a wide receiver and a defensive back, and you pray the better man comes out on top on that one. And for McGuffey, it was Ethan Janovich who came out on top. He played the ball beautifully, was able to get a hand on it and swat it away.
All right, 4 wide again here, 2 to the left again, 2 to the right side for Boggs. Gets a snap, looking right, throws quickly. It's going to be in and out of the hands of Dorkin, and that'll bring up 4th down and 10. He threw it a little too far behind the receiver, and he couldn't pull it in, so.
Well, see, the McGuffey defense are kind of pinching in on the center there. They have 2 rush-ins on either side, and what they're doing is they're pinching in, they're also crashing into defensive ends, which is putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback's Boggs, Rusty, and that's what's causing him in these quick 3-step drops to quickly just dump the ball and find a receiver open across the middle. You have the linebacking core for McGuffey who's stepping up. They're playing man coverage, and it's really making it frustrating for Boggs to get a complete pass across the middle.
So they're going to go for it here on 4th and 10. They leave the offense out on the field. Oh, we have a wide receiver that moved early over here. That was Thomas. They tried another hard count. This time it did not fool McGuffey, but it did fool number 3, Isaac Thomas. And so his flinch is going to cost Commodores 5 yards, and that might have them bring out the punting unit.
Ball start.
I mean, at that point, it brings it back and makes it, 4th and 15, I think. Push them back to their own 43-yard line.
Now, these snaps for Bacino have been really high. The one already resulted in a safety out the back of the end zone, but the last couple have also been pretty up high, and he's had to go up and get them with one hand. This one's low, but he brings it in.
Wow, what a punt.
Wobbly punt, nice punt. It's going to take, it's going to be muffed there by Carlisle, but he picks it up at the 30. Cuts back inside of the 35, breaks a tackle, and then gets swarmed under as he gets out to about the 39-yard line. And we have a late flag, a lot of late activity on the far side. Players still going at each other over there. I see Thomas for Frazier going at it. Not sure who was the culprit on the McGuffey side. It might have been Johnson, Jeremiah Johnson. I see the officials trying to walk him away.
I thought the benches were going to clear for a second. There was some extracurricular activity going on near the McGuffey bench. It looked like Johnson was fired up and Couldn't tell who he got tangled up with there on the far sideline.
It was Thomas.
It was Thomas?
Yeah. So.
I mean, you always say you want to block and go to the whistle, but at some point something has to give and you need to let up.
No, the official's going to talk about it and see what the infraction ended up being, whether it's on one team or it's going to be offsetting. We will find out. Either way, it's McGuffey ball, 7:51 to go here in the third. Dead ball personal foul on McGuffey.
On McGuffey.
All right, so that's going to march them back. They would have had the ball at about the 39-yard line. Instead, we'll march it back 15 off of that. Once again, another coachable moment here for head coach Ed Dalton as they get into the second half. It's been a lopsided game, but he's given the officials over on that far side an earful too.
Oh, he is. I mean,
so
you can see the hands
teachable
going.
moments. He's trying to educate officials a little bit too. He's not a happy man right now. All right. So McGuffey 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line now after the penalties marked off. In at quarterback, they've been rotating all day. This time it's going to be Logan Carlisle. Him and Philip McEwen have been alternating series. All right, Carlisle under center. And in motion is Dietrich. Keeping his Carlisle, cuts up the middle out to about the 25-yard line where he's brought down from behind, a gain of a couple. They bring up 2nd down and 8 for McGuffey.
Run by Carlisle, brought down by number 60, Braden Bassino.
Carlisle will run to the sideline, get his play, bring it into the huddle.
2nd down and 8.
Travis White out here, split wide to the left. Looks like Cipoletti over on the right side. McGuffey moving from right to left here in the third quarter. Carlisle with the snap, throws to the right side. It's caught out there by Brookman. Tries to make a move, but he's going to be brought under by 2 Frazier tacklers after he gains about 4 or 5 yards. He's out near the 30-yard line.
Tim Brookman tried to put on a spin move, but as we said, with the sun being down, the dew has set in on this all-grass field. He tried to do a little spin move to break out between 2 defenders, but unfortunately his momentum shifted him to one side a little bit too much and resulted in a down play.
All right. 3rd down and 4 here for the Highlanders. And in motion is Dietrich. Pitch it to him. He wants to head up the gut. And he's going to be across the 30 for the 1st down. 35 out to maybe even the 37-yard line. And that will move the sticks for McGuffey. So good workmanlike run there by Ethan Dietrich to move the chains for the Highlanders.
I mean, he just put his best shoulder forward, and he just absolutely trucked. I believe he ran over number 60, Pacino, as he was trying to wrap him back, make the tackle, and he was slow to get up himself after the play.
Carlisle brings them up to the line again, 1st and 10. Dietrich in motion again. Oh, bobbled snap. Carlisle has it. He's going to have to try to go around to the right side. Gets around the corner and scampers out of bounds after a gain of a couple. See where they mark him out. It's right at the 40, so should be a gain of 3 on the play, bring up 2nd down and 7.
It was kind of different to see, Rusty. You saw from our point of view up here, Frazier had 4 down linemen, 2 rush ends, 2 linebackers sitting. They were really trying to bring the house and get that McGuffey line to push back into the quarterback Carlisle, but it didn't phase him, even though Carlisle bobbled the ball there for a hot minute.
2nd down and 7. Dietrich in motion once more. Fake the pitch. Carlisle looks to pass. Throws over the middle. It's going to be in and out. Caught by Cipoletti. He's got it at the 40, the 35, the 30, and pushed out of bounds as he gets down across the 25-yard line. He had the turnaround backwards for that. I thought for sure he had dropped it, but he brought it in.
It looked from our vantage point up here in the box as if he was dropping the ball because it was so far behind him. But with his big arms, he was able to haul it in and kind of spin and take his momentum, ping-pong off of one defender. He gets an additional 15 to 20 yards down the sidelines. He goes out right at about the 30.
He's right at the 25.
25-yard line. Thank you.
1st down and 10. Carlisle under center. Gets it. Looks left. Throws left. Oh, intercepted. It was in and out of the hands of Brookman, and then it's picked off by Thomas, and he's going to be tackled at the 20-yard line. Yeah, it went right into Brookman's hands. He couldn't hang on, and it popped right into Isaac Thomas for the pick. So the first turnover of the day by McGuffey is going to give Frazier the ball at their own 20-yard line with 5:31 to go in the third.
And
McGuffey still leads 32.
And it's nothing that the offense can really hang their head about. It was just a fluke, if you will, for Brookman, because he's typically spot on whenever he has a pass thrown to him. It's not common for him to fumble a ball or cough up a ball, but accidents do happen.
First down and 10, Frazier after the turnover. Come out in the shotgun with two running backs beside Boggs. He gets a snap, he hands it off to one of them. Taranto up the middle, gets hit as he crosses the 25-yard line. Nice gain for the Commodores out near the 27. That'll bring up second down and 3 on the play.
Stop by number 44, Jeremiah Johnson.
So we've seen him go to that a little bit more in the second half, having two running back options in the backfield for Boggs to hand off to, and they have used it to get these first down gainers, which has helped them later on, especially when they were able to utilize the hard count. Second and 3. Snap, they give it to Taranto at the middle again, and he is going to be hit after a gain of a couple by Jeremiah Johnson. Looked like he was for sure going to have the first down, and right as he gets to the 29-yard line, Johnson hit him and turned him back around. So it'll be third down and 1 to go here. Clock winds down to 4:34 and counting.
Yeah, and he just comes up from his linebacker position. I mean, he just made a great open field tackle, and as we're seeing up here, I don't know if you saw it, but there's still some high tensions between these two teams as the scrum from earlier when Johnston got into it with a Frazier player. And he's not trying to let it get the best of him. He's out there, he's flying around, he's having a good time, he's fired up.
Running back in there, Muccioli on the right side of Boggs. Hard count again. They're going to give it to Taranto up the middle. He's going to get the first down as he crosses the 30. And a couple more as he gets out near the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. That'll move the chains for Frazier. But yeah, tension's high here in the second half. It's not a close game on the scoreboard, but you didn't necessarily know it by the tempers down there so far.
No, and I mean, Frazier's been putting up an absolute dogfight here in the second half. I mean, they definitely have high spirits. I mean, the score is 33-0, but they're not acting like it's a 33-0 game. I mean, it definitely shows they have some drive left in the tank, and you know, I got to tip my cap to them for that.
All right, they come out here, first and 10. Ball at the 32. They get the snap. Boggs looks right, pumps fakes. Now he throws deep. He's got a man. It's Dorkin, and he caught it. He brings it in inside the McGuffey 35-yard line, and there's a flag right there near where he caught the ball. Could be on a pass interference on McGuffey. They're going to put him down near right at the 30. It also might have been on the tackle. I'm not sure how he brought him down, if he brought him down with the horse collar or not. But we're going to get it from the official here. No, it's pass interference, so they'll decline this penalty. It's a huge gainer on the pass play. A beautiful pass by Boggs and a really nice catch by Dorkin to stay with it and just run underneath, put his arms out there and reel that in for the big gainer, and they have the ball in McGuffey territory at the 30.
Yeah, and Brookman unfortunately wasn't able to play the ball as he was the man, and I think that's why they awarded the pass interference call to Frazier.
Boggs first and 10. Gets a snap, hands off to Thompson. He tries the left side, got a bit of a hole, 25. Going to be spun around still on his feet. He's going to have another first down inside the McGuffey 20 and another late flag. So the play is about an 11-yard run or so, maybe 12, maybe even 13 actually. He might be all the way down to 17.
I'd really like to know what the penalty yards are total in this game at the end. And I'm really glad today is laundry day because I did my laundry
too. Face mask on McGuffey. Now that was, it looks like the 5-yard variety, so that'll march it inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Or maybe that's the 13.
5-yard penalty from the end of the run.
Maybe the 13.
It'll be first and 10 Frazier. McGuffey 14.
We'll say the 14, all right. So Frazier moving right down the field here on this drive, and looking to get on the scoreboard for the first time today. They've been down inside the red zone once already, but they turned it over on downs on their first series. Snap gives it to Thompson on the left side. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage and driven back. In fact, he might not have made the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss on one.
Keyshawn Thompson. Stop by number 55, Troy Falosk.
Falosk on that stop, and I'm going to say, oh, it's a loss of 2. No, well, so it's so far away on the far side of the field. We'll say a loss of 1, second down at 11.
About 15 seconds on the play clock still. It's winding down. About 90 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
All right, Boggs has both running backs, one each side. 3 wide here for Frazier. Second down at 11. Looking left. Throws, it's going to be, did he catch that? I believe he did bring it in for the short gain down near the 10.
Boggs pass complete to number 9, Dom Dorkin.
That is down to the 10-yard line there. It's a pickup of about 5. That'll bring up third down and 6. 4-down territory, I'm sure, here for the Commodores. We are down to 53 seconds to go in this third quarter. McGuffey leads 33-0. That was the score at halftime. It's our score right now. Frazier breaks the huddle. Yeah, head out. 3 wide again. Both running backs in the sidecar position beside Boggs. He gets a snap. Blitz by McGuffey. Throws into the end zone. He's got a man. It's going to be over his head. He tried to hit Thomas again as he was pressured, and he got rid of it high, and that'll fall incomplete, bring up 4th down and 6.
That brings up 4th down.
So, McGuffey defense here looking to preserve that 0 on the scoreboard. Frazier's going to come out 4 wide this time. Taranto is standing to Boggs' left. He gets a shotgun snap. He's back. He looks right. He throws into the end zone. It's going to be caught. Wide open in the back of the end zone was Thomas, and that'll be.
Boggs isn't getting up. He got absolutely drilled.
That is the first points of the game for Frazier. They are on the board with 6, and Boggs gets helped up to his feet. But Thomas, who's been their leading wide receiver all day, somehow broke open and came back across the center of the end zone and brings in the easy catch. And with 22 seconds left, Frazier finally gets on the board here in the third quarter.
Who did we say had the touchdown?
And the kick is up and good with 22 seconds to go in the third. It is now McGuffey 33 and Frazier 7. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Area Sports Shop, carried on the Triple I High School Sports Network.
Since 1988, Tri-State Designs has provided customers with the highest quality awards for all occasions. Conveniently located on Main Street in Claysville, Tri-State Designs features a full showroom with many examples of the various awards they offer. Trophies, plaques, ribbons, engravings, or maybe you need a custom order. No problem. Stop in or give them a call at 724-663-5346. Tri-State Designs, a trusted award shop and proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
All right, so back here at Frazier, the 5-yard touchdown pass, I believe it was, from, where were they? No, they were
on the 5.
No, it couldn't have been. It was 3rd and 6, or 4th and 6. They were at about the 10. Yeah, that's right. So 10-yard touchdown pass from Braden Boggs to Isaac Thomas. And the extra point was good. So the first score of the third quarter comes right near the end of it. And it's a touchdown by Frazier to get them on the board for the first time tonight. I was about to say McGuffey has been involved in 4 games this year so far. 3 of them were shutouts. The one went against them in Stowe Rocks, but they shut out Brownsville and Charleroi. So this one will not be a shutout. Number 88, Tristan Scott, has it teed up right in the center of the 40-yard line, kicking from left to right. It's an end-over-end kick. It's going to be fielded by Ely at around the 23. He's up over the 25, the 30. Gets out here to the outside, the 40. Cuts back inside the 45. Still on his feet as he crosses midfield all the way down to the 46-yard line of Frazier. Malachi Ely, really nice job there navigating his way into Frazier territory on that return.
It was a great return for the Highlanders. Ely had plenty of room here on the near sideline. He had a lot of traffic in front of him, but he had a lot of help from his blockers in front of him, which allowed him to get up over the 50 into Frazier territory. They spot him at the 45-yard line of the Commodores.
Tristan McAdoo goes to the right side. Ethan Janovich here to the left on the near side of the field. They go right to left here. This might be the last play of this quarter. Dietrich in motion. They pitch it to him. Inside reverse to Brookman. He's going to try to come around this left side. Stiff arm at the 40. He's still on his feet as he gets down inside the 35-yard line. Spun out around bounds there by Thompson. Right around the 36-yard line. That'll be about a yard short of the first down. So it'll be 2nd down and 1, McGuffey.
And Brookman just threw an outstanding stiff arm. You know, that's one of the great things about being a running back. You're able to use your hands a little bit whenever you're running with the ball.
Clock stopped after going out of bounds. 4.8 to go in the third quarter. So this should be the last play of the third. McEwen goes under center. Dietrich in motion to the right. They pitch it to him. Got blockers to the right side. 35, 30, still on his feet as he pushes forward all the way down near the 25-yard line as the horn sounds to end the third. So it'll be 1st down and 10, McGuffey, when we get back here to start the fourth quarter. You're listening to McGuffey Sports Network, powered by AR8 Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Washington County's largest gun show returns to the Washington County Fairgrounds courtesy of ARH Sports Shop on Saturday and Sunday, September 25th and 26th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Admission is just $7 for an adult. Children 12 and under are free with a paid adult admission. Join us at the Washington County Fairgrounds on the 25th and 26th of September for Washington County's largest gun show.
Jim Murray's Auto Service, located at 122 East Railroad Street in Washington, offers full auto repair, state inspection, emissions, brakes, alignment, tune-ups, oil changes, whatever ails your car or truck. Jim and his qualified team of mechanics can diagnose your vehicle issues and get you back on the road in no time. At Jim Murray's, you're not a service number. Jim takes the time to discuss your auto repair one-on-one before the work is started. Give Jim a call, 724-222-1350. Jim Murray's, professional service with personal small-town treatment.
Highlanders Nation lives here. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop.
All right, back here at Frazier High School, and start of the fourth quarter, McGuffey leading 33-7 over Frazier, and they are on the move. They are down to the 25-yard line, 1st down and 10 here. McEwen going to line up under center. He has McAdoo split wide to the right side, Chipoletti to the left. Brookman goes in motion to the left. They pitch it to him. He goes up the middle, falls his quarterback. He's got good yardage over the left side, still on his feet as he gets to the 5 and dives forward. He's going to be short of the end zone by about a yard. Really nice running there and great blocking on that left side of the McGuffey offensive line.
Yeah, leading the way for Brookman, set aside from his quarterback, McEwen, was number 55, Troy Falos, who was able to seal the inside part of the line for him. And it was just like a big old wave, and he was riding it right in the center. He gets it down inside the 5, maybe to the 1, so the 1-yard line. They're looking to punch it in for a score.
1st and goal from the 1. McEwen goes under center. He hands off up the middle. It's Donnelly pushing forward. Waiting for a signal. There it is. Touchdown by Eric Donnelly, his 2nd of the day. This one from 1 yard out. And McGuffey quickly answers the Frazier touchdown to make it 39-7.
And the fullback again taking it in from just 1 yard out this time. Extends McGuffey's lead. It's now 39-7. The player slow to get up for Frazier looks to be number 60, Braden Bacino. And he's hollowing his way to the sidelines. It looks like he's favoring that right leg. And he's going to go get some attention there from the athletic trainer to see what's going on for him. Coming on for him now, number 9, Dominic Dorcon, as McGuffey lines up for the point after attempt. Ethan Dietrich on kicking duties. McEwen the holder.
McEwen awaits the snap here. It is down. Kick is up. That one missed to the left, but we have a flag offside on Frazier, so we'll do that over again. You're going to decline it. So it was pre-snap, so the kick itself never really existed. So they just declined the penalty yardage here. We'll do it over. Snap is low, but McEwen gets it down. This kick is very high, and the kick missed wide to the right this time. So no good, and the score will stay 39-7 McGuffey with 11:27 to go here in the fourth quarter. You're listening to McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Alexis Family Dentistry is a full-service general dental practice offering comprehensive dental health care service in a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. Dr. Alexis, a McGuffey graduate, is inspired to make patients her priority by working together for your healthier smile. Her goal is to help you relax and address all your questions and concerns. Your individual treatment plan is crafted to fulfill all your dental health needs and to reach your goals for a beautiful and healthy smile. Call Dr. Alexis today at 724-470-9750 to schedule your appointment. Dr. Alexis, a proud Highlander supporter.
All right, back here after the Eric Donnelly touchdown. This point was no good, as we said, so it is 39-7. Still not mercy rule clock here in effect, although we've been close for the entire second half. Here's a score in final. Mount Lebanon defeats Hempfield 48-14. All right, Ethan Dietrich's going to be doing kicking here. Thompson and Thomas back deep. This one's heading towards Thomas. He takes it at about the 15, the 20. Makes a move, tries to get back to the middle of the field. He circles back, gives up some ground, but stays on his feet. Breaks a tackle at the 30. And he finally brought down by Ethan Dietrich out near the 33-yard line. But a really nice run there by Isaac Thomas to make something out of nothing for Frazier.
Yeah, he was really trying to throw off the special teams unit there for McGuffey. He was kind of stopping in his tracks, trying to throw a little juke action there, and he kind of led the McGuffey kickoff team right to where he was going near the Frazier bench. But decent field position for the Commodores. 1st and 10, their own 34-yard line.
Boggs comes out here in the shotgun with both running backs, one to each side. It's a snap, hands off to Taranto. He's going to try to get around the corner. He's going to be hit in the backfield for a big loss. And McEwen was in there. Logan Smith was in there. Falosk was in there.
And it looked like a linebacker blitz. You saw the defensive line spread out a little bit instead of pinching in this time. They shifted, allowed the linebackers to fill the gaps, and push the running back out and around, and then you just saw the rest of the defense come crashing home on them.
Yeah, and a loss of 5 on that play. 2nd and 15 here, all the way back to 28-yard line. Boggs in the shotgun again. 4 wide. Gets a snap, he looks right. Now he's going to tuck it up and run. He'll try to get around Smith, and he can't. So he got back the initial yardage off that loss, but he's back to the original line of scrimmage where it'll be 2nd down and or 3rd down rather, and just under 10 yards to go.
All of his offensive weapons covered on that last play. He had plenty of room to the left side of the line. The holes broke open. You saw the front four of the Highlanders get about 5 to 7 yards deep by that time. You saw the quarterback just kind of scamper beside everybody. Smith was waiting at home for him, though. He was knocking, and he answered and brings him down to the turf.
3rd down and 9 here. Ball at the 35 of Frazier. It's a snap. Boggs looks right, throws right. It's going to be in and out of the hands. Wow, big hit over there after it was dropped by Thompson. Nice clean hit, actually, there. Good job by Donnelly to come in and finish that off. It's going to bring up 4th down and 9.
Thompson initially had a hand on it, but then, as you said, you saw Donnelly come up from his outside backer position. A very clean hit, and he just pushes him down and into the grass. Just a very good open field tackle. I mean, a lot of key positives to take away from this game so far.
All right. 4 wide here for Frazier. They're going for it on 4th and 9. Boggs gets the snap. He's looking right. He's pressured by McAdoo, and he's going to head up and get sacked in the backfield and lose a couple, and that'll be a turnover on downs where McGuffey will take over inside the 35-yard line near the 33.
And McAdoo just come flying from the rush end position. He gets to the quarterback, and then it was just a group effort by everybody else to kind of step up and bring him down.
So McGuffey now get a chance here. Any points they put on the board will give them a 35-point lead. And that would start the mercy rule clock if they can even get a field goal at this point. Donnelly lined up behind Carlisle here in the fullback position. Carlisle goes under center. Brookman in motion to the left. I give it to Donnelly up the middle. He's hit. He pushes forward, and let's see where they give his forward progress. He might have got a yard.
And that looks to be correct. He was at, what, the 35?
33,
so maybe
I
the
think
33.
he's at the 32 now.
So I think they might have squeaked him off and gave him 1.
Yeah, maybe it's no gain. Let's see. I don't see him moving the yardstick.
No, they give him a gain of 2.
Yeah, they haven't moved the yardstick, though. Has he? Yeah. Yeah, they finally moved it a bit. Yeah, there we go. All right, 2nd down and 9 coming up here. Carlisle goes under center. Brookman in motion. Oh, Carlisle drops it. Does get the pitch off, though, and Brookman heads up the field. There he goes. 1st down. He's going to take it to the house. Wow, broken play off the snap, but Brookman able to run it in from 32 yards, and that will start the mercy rule clock in effect for sure here for McGuffey. They're up 45-7.
And it was a very broken play. You saw the quarterback, Carlisle, fumble the ball. Who did we say that was? Brookman to his right, or to his left, was able to quick snag up the ball, and he was able to take it 32 yards to the house for a touchdown.
Dietrich here with the extra point attempt. Kick is up, and that kick is good with 8:34 to go here in the game. McGuffey now out on top 46-7 over Frazier. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air Raid Sports Shop, created to the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
I'm Bob Champ from Shear Heating and Air Conditioning. We're always looking for new ways to improve our service. Now you can visit our website at shearhvac.com and join the chat to ask any questions you have. You can also text us 24/7 for service and installation at 724-222-1830. We have 72 months financing. Shear Heating and Air Conditioning. Carrier, turn to the experts. shearhvac.com, PA 9737.
All right, back here after the Kyle Brookman touchdown. I believe that's his first of the game. We usually call his name a lot earlier, but he didn't start the game and joined us late, and I've got that as his first one today. Donnelly's got 2. Dietrich's got a touchdown and a field goal. McEwen's got 1. Johnson had the pick 6. Safety, yeah. So Brookman's first of the night comes from 32 yards out. Dietrich has it teed up here. The clock should be starting soon. There's an end over end. It's going to head towards Thomas, and it will roll out of bounds. There's a flag already. Yeah, that's going to be a flag for the kick running going out of bounds, but there was another flag right here by midfield as well.
Real quick, a couple of scores in from around the region. Monessen blanks Jefferson Morgan 26-0. Aliquippa blanks Quaker Valley 62-0. Armstrong defeats Knock 49-6, and Mount Pleasant defeats Southmoreland 34-7.
All right, we had offside on Frazier on that kick. So now Dietrich will be kicking from the 45-yard line. Some of these kickoff returns have been interesting tonight for Frazier. And they've been heading towards Thomas, and he's not had the best chance to field a lot of them because they've either taken some bad hops on him, some sailed over his head. So now with the extra 5 yards, we'll see what Dietrich's able to do with it. This one goes end over end back towards Thomas. He's inside the 10. Catches it up over the 15. Tries to cut back at the 20, and he's hit there and still on his feet as he's finally brought down. That was number 7, Isaac Dale, who finished him off. And Isaiah Dale makes that tackle at the 23-yard line. So that'll be where the Commodores take over, 1st and 10. We should be starting the clock here. The clock does start. So we have a timeout. McGuffey.
McGuffey's going to take a timeout.
Try to get some guys in.
Yeah, I think they're looking to make a couple different changes here. Maybe rotate a couple different guys in we haven't seen all game. 8:06 left to go here in this contest. A 46-7 lead for McGuffey. And cold weather wreaks havoc on your vehicles. Dead batteries, flat tires, or simply being locked out. Call McAdoo's Towing and Crane Service. McAdoo's offers roadside services including fuel delivery, lockout assistance, jump starts, and tire changes, including 24-hour towing, recovery, and hauling services for vehicles and loads of all sizes. Need a crane service? No problem. McAdoo's is capable of 24-hour crane service and assistance with a fleet of 8 cranes. A family-owned and operated company since 1965. Why just call anyone when you can call a family you can trust? 724-484-7300. McAdoo's Towing and Crane Service. Their business is picking up.
All right, back here, Frazier 1st and 10. Snap goes to Boggs. He throws to the right side. It's caught. Yep, then he's up over the 25 out near the 30-yard line. That was a Dorkin who somehow brought that in with his fingertips.
I thought it touched on the turf. I was waiting for the whistle for the incomplete pass, but his magical fingertips lifts it up, and he gets a gain of about 7, maybe 8.
Nice. 2nd down and 2 coming up. Ball sitting right at the 30-yard line. Once again, the clock will continuously run here. Only stops now for timeouts and injuries. Guffey does have a lot of new jerseys out there right now. Here's a handoff. That's Taranto over the left side. He's got the 1st down, still on his feet, and he's all the way out across the 40 to the 45 and down near the 47-yard line.
That was Isaiah Dale on the stop for the Highlanders.
That's a Frazier 1st down.
So Frazier trying to move the ball here. They're 2 yards away from the midfield stripe, as you see Braden Boggs kind of bring his men into the huddle. They're going to break it here. McGuffey coming out with 3 down linemen, 2 rush ends. 3 down linemen, 2 rush ends.
All right. Shotgun. Boggs looks right, throws right. It's over the head of Dorkin. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. In for the Highlanders now on defense. We've got Brennan Mullins out here, defensive back. You mentioned Isaiah Dale already out there. Connor Crow out there. We've got number 15, Charles Wagers, back at safety. We've got Travis White over on the left side corner position. Number 34 is Dylan Droboy out at linebacker. We've also got number 66, Chris Ely. Get you more of these numbers as we go along. Second down and 10. Boggs in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks over the middle. Throws deep down the right side now. He's got a man down there, but it's over everybody's head again. He tried to hit Thomas on that fly pattern. Double coverage and just over everybody. Brings up 3rd down and 10. Nick Madowski's out there, number 77. Number 61 is Henry Hess. Number 66, we said Chris Ely. 62, Nick Sprouse. 64, Jaden McConnell. I think I got everybody.
I think you
apologize
did.
if I missed. Trying to get these guys some recognition here.
I mean, they put in the hard work just as much as the guys on first string. And, I mean, honestly, they're the reason why the first string gets the great looks that they do. So, I mean, a lot of these guys deserve the notoriety here tonight.
3rd down and 10. Boggs in the shotgun. Gets a snap. Looking. Now wants to run with it. He's going to go to the left side, 50. And he's going to be tackled as he crosses the 50 near about the 46-yard line. That was another tackle by Isaiah Dale coming up to make that play. It's a gain of about 7.
Yeah, assisting him was Brennan Mullins as well.
All 4th and 3 coming up. They need to get to the 43-yard line of McGuffey, and they're at the 46 right now. 30, the score, as you said, 46-7 in favor of the Highlanders here. 4 wide for the Commodores. Snap. Boggs has it. Cuts up the middle. He's got the first down. 40. He tackles. He gets down near the 35-yard line.
Brought down by number 34.
That'll move the sticks for Frazier.
We saw the offensive line this time kind of take control of the front four for the Highlanders. They kind of spread out the defensive lineman, which has a nice 4 to 5 yard gap for the quarterback Boggs to kind of run up through. He gets the first down and then some, gets tackled at the 35-yard line. And Frazier's on the move.
All right. There you go. Boggs in the shotgun, gets a snap. He looks left. He throws left. He's got Taranto. He's got in the backfield. He gets to the 35, and he's going to be brought down there by a host of defenders right around the line of scrimmage. They'll bring up 2nd down and 10 here for Frazier.
Brought down by number 7, Isaiah Dale.
Clock winding down, just over 3 minutes to go here in the game. I mentioned the mercy rule clock in effect. That's the one thing that has happened for 4 of the 5 games so far this year from McGuffey. 3 of the times in their favor. The one time at Stowe Rocks, it was not. 4 wide here. 2nd down and 10 after the no gain on the reception. Boggs looking right. Throws right. He's got Taranto again. Gets across the 30, the 25, breaks a tackle, the 20, and inside the 20 for a first down. Clock will stay winding. He's around the 22. Sorry, he's inside the 25. So I was off by 5 yards there. He's going to mark it at the 21. So first down and 10, Frazier. Down to 2:15 remaining.
First and 10, Frazier from the McGuffey 21.
All right, Boggs again. Waits a snap, gets it. Looks left, throws left. He has Taranto again in the backfield. 20, makes a move outside the 15, the 10, and he's going to go into the end zone for the touchdown. Dominic Taranto with a 21-yard reception. That will make it 46-13 with 1:41 to go.
It was a beautiful swing pass at the left side of the line. Nobody was defending him. He had a slew of lead blockers in front of him. Everybody kind of spaced out. They took whoever they wanted. He rode the sidelines, and he takes it all the way in for 6.
And the extra point attempt here will be Tristan Scott, number 88. Snap is down. Oh, they're going to fake it. Dorkin tries to throw it to Scott, and he catches it, but he's going to be dropped short of the end zone. So 2-point attempt is no good. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Area Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
I'm Bob Champ from Shear Heating and Air Conditioning. We're always looking for new ways to improve our service. Now you can visit our website at shearhvac.com and join the chat to ask any questions you have. You can also text us 24/7 for service and installation at 724-222-1830. We have 72 months financing. Shear Heating and Air Conditioning. Carrier, turn to the experts. shearhvac.com, PA 9737.
All right, back here after the Frazier touchdown, their second of the night. They trail McGuffey now 46-13 with 1:41 to go. Clock once again will wind continuously once we get started back up here with the mercy rule clock still in effect. And once it starts in the second half, it does not stop. Commodores will be kicking off here from right to left here. Who do we got back here from McGuffey? Malachi Ely and Eric Donnelly still back there. Ethan Dietrich and Dylan Droboy, the up men. They're standing around the 35-yard line. wouldn't expect necessarily an onside kick here at the end, but you never know. They did squib one on the opening kickoff and actually took a big hop on Droboy. It is a squib kick. Oh, it actually works out like an onside kick, and now it's going to be, is that Logan Smith again?
Yes, it was Logan Smith.
Yeah, the man of the night, Logan Smith.
He needs to be the player of the game.
Yeah, he just, that was a line drive, and he just caught it and fell on it. And right at the 49-yard line, McGuffey has the ball at midfield.
And he did his job. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. The first line of defense, the ball comes to you 99.9% of the time. You catch the ball, you fall on it. That's what you're supposed to do. Don't try to get fancy, pick it up for now. If you have a golden opportunity to take it to the house, by all means go. But if not, fall on it. Just lay there.
Here we got Connor Crow out there at the quarterback position. Split wide to the right here. We have Brennan Mullins. Roma stands in there. He's in motion. They pitch it to him. He tries the left side. Got a hole. Now tries to cut back to the center. Breaks. Oh, not quite breaking tackle. He had his foot hung up there. And it was, who was that? Number 21.
Yeah, 21 is Muccioli.
He just would not let go of Roma Stan's leg. And so that will bring up, after the gain of 3, second down and 7. Actually, a gain of 4. Call it second down and 6. 46 seconds to go here. Maybe one more play here before we close things out in Perryopolis, Pennsylvania. Crow under center. Ely in motion. They're going to give it. Nope. Caping it is Crow. Tries to come around this right side. Tries to stiff arm a man. He's going to be brought down for no gain. Should just about do it. 20 seconds on the clock.
Down by number 21, Anthony Muccioli.
And they're calling the McGuffey players over to the field, side of the field. That will do it. Final score here tonight at Frazier. McGuffey 46 and Frazier 13. Right back here to wrap things up on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop, carried on the Trip Live High School Sports Network.
Biggie's Pizza, located at 210 Main Street in Claysville, is proud to announce they've added a second location, 167 16th Street in historic downtown Wheeling, serving your favorite pizza, wings, calzones, strombolis, salads, and don't forget to ask them about their brand new Mini Biggie, Mini Boli, and the all-new apple pie pizza dessert. Delivery and carry-out options are available. Every day, a 1 large, 1 topping pizza, cheesy breadsticks, and a 2-liter of pop is only $22.99. Stop in and see them, 210 Main Street in downtown Claysville, or their second location, 167 16th Street in historic downtown Wheeling. Biggie's Pizza, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
All right, back here, final score, McGuffey 46 and Frazier 13. It was 33-0 at the half, McGuffey, and this was how the scoring went in the second half. Frazier finally got on the board with 22 seconds remaining in the third quarter when they had a 31-yard pass from Braden Boggs to Isaac Thomas. Extra point made it 33-7. Eric Donnelly was able to punch it in from 1 yard out. That was his second touchdown of the night, and the extra point was no good. It was 39-7 at that point. A few minutes later, they get a 32-yard run by Kyle Brookman, and the extra point making that one 46-7. And finally, Frazier adds a late touchdown with a 21-yard pass from Boggs to Dominic Taranto, and the 2-point conversion was no good. And your final score ended up being 46-13 McGuffey. They move on next week to take on Lindsley Academy. We talked about this earlier. We'll bring it up again. The game next week, couple small changes from what was originally on the schedule. It's a 7:30 kickoff, and it will be at West Liberty University. That's what we were told tonight, so make sure if you are going to go to the game that you have those things in mind. Otherwise, listen to us at that time here online. But Zach, another nice conference win. McGuffey moves to 2-0 in the conference. That's the most important thing out of tonight. And they look pretty solid. Lots of penalties on both sides of the field, but I'd say mostly actually on McGuffey. So that's one thing that I think Ed Dalton's going to want to work on this week.
I think absolutely. You're going to sit down. He's going to break down film probably at some point, maybe tonight or definitely tomorrow. I know he'll be breaking down film. He's going to realize some of these penalties that were rather costly, both sides of the ball. They really didn't come back to haunt McGuffey in this game, but for future games, penalties like that could definitely come back and haunt them. Otherwise, the offense played fantastic. The defense played out of their mind. Logan Smith was just an absolute beast tonight for McGuffey. A lot of credit to him, but I mean, the offense complements the defense complements the offense, your special team complements everybody. It was a great group effort tonight by both sides of the ball, And you live to fight another day. Lindsley next week, 7:30, everybody. I think we'll probably go on the air probably about 7:10, maybe 7:15-ish, I would imagine, would be the time that we'll go on.
Yeah, probably around that time.
West Liberty, here we come next week.
Yeah, looking forward to it. So McGuffey wins tonight, 46-13, and they're 2-0 in conference and 3-2 on the year. For Zach Waters and Jason Kern, I'm